Mason for the point. Back to better through the block and down. Field goal. Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy, diving, he's in.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, and a pleasant good evening. Welcome to East Grand Forks High School football field. Tonight, it's the home of the Polk County West Thunder. Tonight, the matchup of Ada-Borup-West and Polk County West is yours on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman tonight with the broadcast, joined by Leif Bakken down on the sidelines with some light rain. Also joining us tonight, Liam Larson running the camera and producing for yourliveevent.com here this evening, and Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB with the coverage tonight of high school football. The Polk County West Thunder and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. It's all part of the Bitker Inc. pregame show here this evening. We get ready for the matchup of unbeatens. Ada-Borup-West 4-0. Polk County West 4-0. The Thunder, number 5 in the Reeks poll from the Associated Press in the state of Minnesota Class A. The Cougars, after topping number 1 Mahnomen-Waubun last Friday night, coming in at number 6 in the poll this week after being unranked the week prior. The Bitker Inc. pregame show ready to roll on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. We're back after this here this evening on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Subway Ada, eat fresh. If you need lunch or dinner for a meeting or a get-together on short notice, Subway Ada can put together a great meal quickly. They have party platters, cookies, chips, soups, and beverage options. They have box lunches as well that they can put together for your group. Subway Ada builds it the way you want it with fresh bread and fresh veggies. Think of Subway Ada when you need catering for any occasion, large or small. Subway Ada, the home of fresh. 784-SUBS or 784-7827. Subway Ada, eat fresh.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125. The Ada-Borup Booster Club was formed in 1999 to promote and to support activities sponsored by the Ada-Borup School District and the community through volunteers as well as other means of support. The Ada-Borup Booster Club consists of parents, community members, and alumni. They meet monthly to plan and carry out fundraising activities. Monies raised by the Booster Club are used to support the students in academics, athletics, fine arts, and other activities. To learn more about the Ada-Borup Booster Club, visit the Ada-Borup Booster Club Facebook page.
We'll welcome you back here on yourliveevent.com and KRJB 106.5 FM. It's the Bitker Inc. pregame show. For tires and tire repair, trust Bitker Inc. 456-7467. The Bitker Inc. pregame show bringing you the action tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. The action from East Grand Forks as the Green Wave home site tonight. It's the Polk County West Thunder and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, and it's yours here tonight as we bring you pregame coaches' comments presented by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. Down on the field, we see him. Leif Bakken is with the head coach of Polk County West, Darren Bicklum.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Coach Bicklum, it's raining a little bit harder than we expected right now, but what's that going to do for tonight's game as you play home on this turf for the inviting the Cougars up?
Oh, we'll do the same thing we do. Rain or shine, we got to play the game. So, it's just a turnover thing. Maybe it's a little more in your mind when it's wet out there, but it looks like she's going to dry up here in a little bit.
Sounds good. And as a ranked team and undefeated as well in the state, Coach, does that change gears for you guys a little bit tonight? I mean, of course, more pressure, but what's the mentality coming in as the Cougars come up?
Well, I mean, they beat the number 1 team in the state, so obviously we are the underdog tonight. So they've already knocked off number 1, and and rightfully so. They have a good football team. So no, we just took it week by week, like every week. Just prepare like any other game.
Is there anything special we need to be watching for tonight, Coach? And on that note, where do you think you're going to be tonight? More in the air, on the ground, or you try to play a balanced game?
No, we'll see. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. But if we can move the ball on the ground, obviously we're going to keep doing it. But we'll see what happens, and if we have to throw it, we will.
And last question for you. I mentioned the turf already. What's it like to play on some turf? And I think it's kind of exciting for all the guys to have an opportunity to be on a facility like this.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we've played here for a few years, and especially on nights like tonight when it's raining, the footing is the same as if it was dry. So it's good. It's good for both teams.
Awesome. Coach Darren Bicklem, best of luck tonight to you and the Thunder.
Thank you much.
Very good. Leaf Bakken down on the field with the head coach of the Polk County West Thunder, Darren Bicklem, part of our pregame show. Coach's comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer, all along our Bitker Inc. pregame show. The Thunder and the Cougars, unbeaten high school football, a top 10 matchup in the state Class A tonight from East Grand Forks on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're an Ada business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in Ada. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information at how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
We're back on the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Matchup of unbeatens in the rain on the turf in East Grand Forks. The Polk County West Thunder and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars going to bring you the action tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues. More of the pregame show with our, of course, pregame coaches' comments. They are brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. GeorgetownFarmers.com. Let's head on down to the sidelines where Leif Bakken is joined by the head coach of Ada-Borup-West football, Paul Tingham.
Coach Tingham, you guys make the trek up here to East Grand Forks, and first of all, I'm sure the guys are kind of excited. I know I was when we got our chance to play on some turf, so it's always kind of exciting and fun to be on turf and play in a little different environment.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a little wet out too, so that'll be nice to have the turf instead of grass where it gets muddy. So, a good field to play on a wet night.
So what's the plan coming into tonight? I know bow fetting is one of your weapons. We've got some wide receivers who are some good weapons, but with rain and turf, does that change?
We didn't draft anybody tonight, so we're gonna use the same weapons we've had all year. So, is what you have what you have in a high school team, which we got a lot of good players. So we're just gonna do what we've been doing, and if we got to do something else, we'll do something else. But the plan is to take care of the football, play solid defense, and we have to try to control the Gap boys. They got a couple talented boys there. Quarterback throws a really nice ball. They got a couple really good receivers, and they're very fast and athletic. So we got to contain them a little bit. I mean, Sam Gap's averaging 16 yards a carry after 4 games, so that's pretty incredible. So we got to contain him a little bit more than 16 yards a carry. So it's gonna be a tough ball game.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. 2 undefeated teams, both ranked, and does that add a little more pressure and maybe a little more fire in the belly, or does that not really change anything?
We're 6th, they're 5th, I guess, in the polls, which don't mean a whole lot at this point, but I guess we're the underdog tonight, so I think we're 10 in the QRF, they're 9, so we're 1 spot behind them in both polls, so, we're right there ranked with each other. I think both teams know each other very well, so it's going to come down to who makes plays and who does not make mistakes on the evening, and take advantage of your opportunities. If you take advantage of your opportunities, you'll have a chance to win. If you don't take advantage of your opportunities and turn the ball over and don't execute, you're going to be in trouble against a very good football team.
You talked about contain on the defensive side, and I know I ask you this almost every time. You like to go for a balanced approach, or is there something that's changed in practice this week that maybe says go one way or the other?
It's going to kind of depend on the flow of the game. We want to be balanced, but last week, we wanted to be very balanced too, and we ended up running the ball a lot more than we planned on it. So it depends on what the flow of the game is. If we're having success running the ball, we're going to keep running the ball. If we're having success throwing the ball, we'll throw the ball more. If it's kind of a little bit of each, we'll just keep mixing up as much as possible and try to keep them off balance. But we just try to do what's working for us, whatever that might be. Since we're lucky that we can do both fairly well, so we just got to try to find something that works for us tonight.
Coach, best of luck tonight here on this away game and in the rain.
Hey, thank you.
Very good. That is the head coach of Ada-Borup-West Cougar football, Paul Denjum, joining us in the pregame coach's comments. They are presented to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy. Working with you, the area farmer. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues as we have rain in East Grand Forks for an unbeaten top 10 matchup in high school football Class A with Ada-Borup-West and Polk County West tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax by calling 218-790-6375 or their main office at 891-2211.
Buying, building, or remodeling a home is a big financial commitment and can be stressful. Hi, this is Kim Peters, personal banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'll keep it simple when it comes to purchasing or remodeling your home. I'll be your local American Federal banker, providing local servicing and support with online and mobile application options. For your next mortgage, visit with me at American Federal Bank, Highway 9 South Ada, or apply at AmericanFederalBank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in company with others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Ada, with the commitment to senior living you've come to expect from Benedictine. As a member of the Benedictine organization, Benedictine Living Community Ada can offer personalized care to your loved ones while relying on the support and expertise of a larger network of professionals. We are proud of our community and we are proud to serve you. We are Benedictine. Learn more at benedictineliving.org/together.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Welcome back to the Bitker Inc. pregame show. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Polk County West Thunder. It is homecoming for Climax Fisher and Sacred Heart Schools as they are celebrating tonight with a home game, one of 2 home games that East Grand Forks Sacred Heart gets out of the co-op. They get the chance and host here at the East Grand Forks High School, where we're broadcasting on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB Radio. Ada-Borup-West and Polk County West, a matchup of unbeatens in state Class A football. And Leaf Bachman joining us here on the sidelines. Leaf, it's raining outside. There's no question about that. So before we talk anything else, let's talk field conditions. Brought to you our friends, our guy, not just our friends, our guy, Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. And field conditions here tonight, well, we're on the turf, so ultimately that should be just fine. There's not going to be any mud here, Leaf, but it's going to be slippery out there, man.
Right, and we just talked to Coach Tingham about that a little bit. He mentioned that there won't be mud, so that's a good thing. Like you just said, though, because it's turf, because it's this plastic grass, cleats should be able to break through that, but it's don't be surprised if we see a few guys slipping. Also, it's going to cause some problems with the ball. Whether it hits the ground or not, there's plenty of moisture coming down that it'll cause problems for the ball. So field conditions, I will declare them wet, and it will be a tough game passing most likely. We'll probably see some receivers drop the ball, but we might be seeing quite a bit stay on the ground tonight.
Well, the definite situation will be wet field conditions, but it is turf, as we mentioned. Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing, getting your lawn ready for the winter. Cutting and bagging of leaves this fall, thatching and bagging in the spring. Dave Dahl will handle it all. It's big or small, too, with Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. 218-556-2116 as we continue on with the Bitker Inc. pregame show, getting you ready for the kickoff tonight, featuring Ada-Borup-West and Polk County West, two teams that are unbeaten. And Leaf, you and I were both in different directions. We're not with the Cougars last week in their homecoming victory over top team in the state ranking-wise, Mahnomen-Waubun last Friday night. But it's been back-to-back weeks that Bo Fetting has scored 5 touchdowns in both games.
Right, and so we know that he's a weapon. We just talked to Tingham about that. We know they have some receivers as well that'll be weapons they're going to use. And I think that Coach Bicklum said it pretty well for the Thunder. He said, hey, they took out the #1 team. So what's that say about the team and what we have to play? And so the Thunder, I think, have tried to prepare as best they can. So we'll see how they've done it. And we also know that the Cougars have tried to prepare as best they can. As Coach Tingham said, they are down in the rankings to their opponent tonight, but it's going to be all left on the field, and somebody's going to come away with a loss tonight.
Rankings are rankings, we know that for sure, but both in the top 10. Pretty good stuff, recognition for these two squads. Mahnomen-Waubun drops from #1 to #8 in this week's Class A poll in the state of Minnesota, Associated Press. Looking at these two teams, Ada-Borup-West and Polk County West both unbeaten. Highest scoring offense in the district. That belongs to the Polk County West Thunder. They average 43 points per game. Ada-Borup-West is averaging 35.8. Just fine. They're not too far off when it comes to the overall there. They met last year right here on this field, and it went to overtime, and it went the way of Polk County West, and it came on the foot of Cullen Rorick with a game-winning field goal, 17-14 in the south end zone, Leaf, as you look back toward the scoreboard here on the field. So that's how it unfolded. Polk County West would win a double overtime thriller to end the season on the last night, the season shutdown against East Grand Forks here on the turf last year, again on Rorick's foot. The kicking game may come into a factor tonight. You just never know. But in the most recent meetings, they met last year on the 23rd of October, that was a win for Ada-Borup-West, or for Polk County West, excuse me. Ada-Borup-West had beaten Polk County West in the Fargo Dome in the section title on Halloween of 2019, 28-0. Then in Ada, Ada-Borup-West had a win in 2019 as well in the regular season, 29-16. They did not play one another in 2018 on the schedule, but they did in 2017 when Polk County West came to Ada, and it was a 43-0 victory for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. So Polk County West winning one of the last 4 matchups. It was the most recent. We'll see if that holds up here tonight. And, of course, both unbeaten, so we'll just let them play it out on the field there, Leaf.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the game's all about, playing it out and figuring out who's the better team. Coach Bicklum kept his cards pretty close to his chest, Kevin, and said he's not going to tell me anything, which is fine.
And you know what? Sam Gapp is in the backfield this year. He was the quarterback last season. And, of course, every team had to deal with a bunch of COVID situations. Polk County West, no doubt, had to deal with that as well. But these are things, and Sam's now in the backfield. He's got 9 rushing touchdowns. The #1 rusher in the district. He's just ever so slightly ahead of Bo Fetting, who's #2 in the district. Bo Fetting has the edge, though, in the overall scoring. He's the highest scorer in the district by over 30 points individually. It helps when he scored 10 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it does. And, you talk about Bo Fetting, and I've said his name enough times, I'm sure, tonight, and we'll hear his name more. Coach Tingham, maybe a little more loose with his cards when it comes to talking to me. Likes a balanced look, and I think we'll try to see that. But it's all going to determine if this rain lets up or not to see how we really go about it for both these teams.
Well, Bicklum told us at 7:16 we'd be done with rain. He said that earlier, and I'm going to hold him to it. We'll see what happens. It is the Bitger Inc. pregame show, and we'll come back to East Grand Forks in just a moment on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Fall into savings on oil change and tires this month at Bitger Inc. The savings fall into your pocket with $10 off all Lucas oil change on your vehicles at Bitger Inc. Call to schedule your Lucas oil change and save the $10. Call Bitger Inc. 456-SHOP. That's 456-7467. Fall into more savings with Lucas oil changes at Bitger Inc. Oil change, tire repair, and new tires. Bitger Inc. Located between Ada and Halsted. Call Troy 456-7467.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian.
This is the Bitger Inc. pregame show on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Polk County West and Ada-Borup-West, a battle of unbeatens. Kevin Kochman, Leaf Bakken, ready to bring you the action tonight. Liam Larson is running the show for us behind the scenes with the camera and production work for yourliveevent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB, bringing you the studio engineering work. We will take a break. We'll come back. We'll have starting lineups coming up here from East Grand Forks. Polk County West, Ada-Borup-West. It's yours tonight on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
Fertile.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Essentia Health is proud to support athletes at every level of play. We'll get you back on the field or on the court as safely and quickly as possible, no matter what sport you play. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists will provide expert care for your injuries so you can put on your uniform to do what you love again. Essentia Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, caring for you like nowhere else. For more information, visit essentiahealth.org.
This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman, getting ready for the opening kickoff between the Polk County West Thunder and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Leaf Bakken on the sidelines, Liam Larson in the booth with me here on yourliveevent.com side. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. Let's get to the starting lineups, and our starting lineups are being brought to you here this evening by Norman County Implement. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North in Ada. Norman County Implement, ready for you as we get the harvest season rolling. Parts and service and all equipment in the harvest. Trust Norman County Implements. Talk the starting lineups for the for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. It'll be the defense of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars to get introduced. Sergio Reyes, Ashton Kesselberg, Grayson Catlett, Bo Jorgensen, the defensive line. Then Trenton Sipp, Ollie Kritzberger, Lance Kritzberger in the linebacking core. Evan DeVos, Cameron Spaeth, Bo Fetting, Ryan Hoven are the defensive backs. You see the Polk County West Thunder being introduced as a team. Ryan Sullivan, the left tackle. Alex Hart, the left guard. Montana Jorgensen, the center. Nick Brundon, the right guard. Daniel Suter, the right tackle. Isaac Zavarol will be the quarterback with Caven Rorick, Sam Gapp, Mike Gapp in the backfield. Cullen Rorick and Landon Denny, the wide receivers. The starting lineups for both teams. Starting lineups for Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Ready for you during the harvest season. Trust Norman County Implement as ready for parts and service and equipment. It's Norman County Implement. We are ready to roll for the high school broadcast this evening. Thanks again to Bitker Inc. for the pregame show and Thrivent Financial Radio booth. Visit with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent Financial representative today. Laura Tweeten in Ada and in Ulen. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the fine advertisers that you've heard at the very least. Tell them thank you. We are looking forward to the broadcast here this evening. And again, a much appreciated thank you for those who are tuning in tonight. We greatly appreciate you in the listening audience and viewing audience on KRJB and on yourliveevent.com. Polk County West, they won the toss, elected to defer. They will kick the football away. Ada-Borup-West will receive, and they will run to the south end zone. Leaf, you ready to go in the rain?
I am ready to go in the sopping rain.
All right. Blake Karras to my left. Doesn't get much better than that. East Grand Forks, ready to roll. The site for tonight's action just a couple of minutes ahead of 7 o'clock as we get the ball teed up. It'll be Cullen Rorick doing the kicking for Polk County West in a battle of unbeatens here tonight. Thanks for tuning in to KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Ada-Borup-West back deep to receive would be a Spaeth and a Fetting, as it'll be a squib kick right out of the gates by Rorick, and it'll bounce all the way down to the 24-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Jumping on top of the football that time was Lance Kritzberger. Cougar football to start the ball game.
Well, it was a little bit of a decide what to do there, Kevin, because we also saw the Cougars, DeVos was coming up to scoop that one up and maybe take it for a run, but decision was made to just take it here at the 25.
All right, first and 10 in our scoreboard. We will get that going. When the rain stops, we'll be able to activate our scoreboard camera if you're watching on yourliveevent.com. Until then, we'll do our best to tell you the timing. First and 10 for the Cougars. They have the ball. They'll come out with the double, two backs be the inverted wishbone, and they'll hand the ball off. This is Bo Fetting up the gut. He'll get across the 25 to the 26-yard line. He'll pick up a couple of yards on first down.
Leading that tackle was Sam Gapp, but the rest of the Thunder followed up to help him out on the tackle.
Bo Fetting, 2-yard gain on first down. It'll be second down and 8. Bo Fetting on the season, averaging 10 yards a carry, 13 rushing touchdowns thus far. And back-to-back weeks where he has scored 5 touchdowns in each game. As you hear the pitter-patter of raindrops on the microphone and our coverage here in East Grand Forks. Again, the inverted wishbone. Aiden Markison sets down the Cougars, hands the ball off. Bo Fetting tripped up in the backfield. Tackle made by the defense of the Polk County West Thunder. Flying in from his linebacker spot, Zach Fenno. Fenno brings down the ball carrier. No gain on the play, 3rd down.
We also saw Sam Gap there once again. So like you said, Gap going to be talked about a lot tonight, Kevin, and Fenno doing a really nice job wrapping up low.
Absolutely. So it is the Cougars out offensively. Up front, Sergio Reyes, Keaton Byron, Dylan Gunderson, Trenton Sipp, Bo Jorgensen are the line. Sipp sometimes goes into the backfield as well, and then you bring in Drew Peterson along the line. Deep back is Bo Fetting. 3rd down and 8. Delayed handoff here, and Fetting will bounce off a couple of defenders and get a yard to the 20, make it 2 yards to the 28. It'll be 3rd down, make it 4th down and long for the Cougars. Just good pressure defense that time. Again, cutting off anything inside after Fetting gets 3 straight carries. Gains 4 yards, it's 4th and 6, and the Cougars will have Cameron Spaeth kick. Sam Gap is going to be standing at around the 40-yard line where he'll try to accept the punt. And the rain is coming down pretty decently. There's not much anything for wind out there, which is a bonus. Spaeth will kick it away. It'll be an end-over-end kick. Gap will step back. Ball bounces at the 40, inside the 40, takes a Cougar roll on the turf all the way to the 33-yard line where it'll be a 1st down and 10. Cougars' first drive, just under 2 minutes, and they punt the football away. And a good punt at that.
Yeah, great job there by the Cougars on the punt. Great job by the defense here of the Thunder, Kevin, and we talked about that this is going to be a tough match through and through, and we've already seen it in that first drive.
Polk County West offense, Isaac Zavarol will be the quarterback, and again, 3 backs in the backfield. Sam Gap, the number 1 rusher in the district, will come out as the unbeaten Polk County West Thunder, taking on the unbeaten Ada-Borup-West Cougars. The drive begins, 10:04 to play in this first quarter, no score. Quarterback is under center. That is Isaac Zavarol, the senior. 6'1", standing in. Same formation. The inverted wishbone, and the handoff goes to Sam Gap. Tries to get to the outside. He's going to be held down by the Cougars defense on that outside edge, and doing a great job on the outside was, looked like in on a stop that time, Leaf. Grayson Catlett got a hold of Gap's jersey and holds him down for a gain of a couple on 1st down.
Yeah, and we see the field playing its role here as well. With it being wet, we saw a little bit of a slip up, and here we are trying to play in East Grand Forks.
I misspoke. The ball is spotted at the 39, now to the 41, so it's a gain of 2 yards for Sam Gap. Gap, as mentioned, league's the district's leading rusher, 613 rushing yards on the season. He averages 16 yards a carry. They'll split receivers each way, and now Zavarol is in the shotgun. Back to pass. Feeling some pressure. No, different quarterback, not Zavarol. They're going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. The intended target looked to be Zavarol, as doing the throwing that time for the Polk County West Thunder was Isaac Zavarol, excuse me. I misspoke. Isaac Zavarol was trying to throw it. He was trying to find Landon Denny. There we go. Got my numbers all figured out now.
Ryan Hoven and Evan DeVos were both out there making the coverage for the Cougars. No flags on the play, so we'll reset things and go into 3rd down mode.
So I had the income. Yeah, number 2 is Zavarol. I had that wrong on my sheet, so I was looking at the wrong sheet there, Leaf. That's how that works. And I got Liam all screwed up here in the booth. It's all right. We got it figured out. Clock stops. 9:12 to go, first quarter. 3rd down and 8. Now we got everything figured out. I can tell you that Isaac Zavarol is, in fact, number 2. He's going to roll out to his left, keeping it on 3rd down and long. He's trying to get away from one Cougar defender. Can't. And then Fetting. Ball comes loose. There's the first fumble of the ball game, and the Cougars have it. On the recovery, Ollie Kritzberger and Ada-Borup-West getting the first turnover of the football game.
Bo Fetting and Oliver Kritzberger did a really nice job. They followed that play all the way out, put that pressure on, knocked the ball away, or maybe it slipped out of his hands. Either way, Kevin, doesn't matter. It's a fumble, and it's going the other way in favor of the Cougars.
Ollie Kritzberger is going to recover it. Bo Fetting forced it for the Cougars defense. As far as the turnovers are concerned, that is their 6th turnover forced and the 4th fumble they forced this season. Flip the field. Ball is at the 37 of the Thunder. Cougars will have their 2nd possession of the game. 9:03 to go, first quarter. From the PCW 37-yard line. Cougars under center. Markison in tight, hands it to Bo Fetting. Fetting rams right into the back of a defender. He goes right into Nick Brunden, who's going to get credit for the tackle, a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. So far, Bo Fetting 4 carries, 5 yards here in this first quarter. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball will be spotted there at the 36-yard line. Clock running, 8:40 to go in this first quarter No score from East Grand Forks. It's homecoming, Polk County West, the Co-op Climax Fisher, and East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. And they're all celebrating homecoming here today and this week. Aiden Markison under center, 2nd down and 9. Turn, and they'll give. This is Sip on the counter, and Sip is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's upended by the defense of the Polk County West Thunder. Thunder coming in on the stop. Looked like Kevin Rorick, among others, making the stop.
Rorick with a really nice tackle. Sweep underneath, make the tackle on the runner. It's going to be a tough one tonight here, Kevin.
Hey, tough sledding. Each yard really hard to fought for both squads here. Good to see that early on. It is a dogfight out there, no doubt about it, in the rain here in East Grand Forks on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. A couple of minutes after 7 o'clock, and the bleachers are making some noise here in East Grand Forks. A lot of umbrellas tonight as well. 3rd down, 3rd and 8, back to pass. No, hand it off. Bo Fetting. Fetting up the middle, stays on his feet. It's got a 1st down and more. Cuts to the outside 20. Fetting down the sideline for the Cougars. Stays on his feet again. Bounces off another one. He's down inside the 15, and they'll get him eventually tagged down at the, looks like maybe the 10-yard line. They'll call it the 11-yard line. It's a nice gain for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and a 1st down.
Good pursuit there for a little while by the Thunder, Kevin, but then they just couldn't bring him down. Rorick was on that. That's Colin Rorick, and then they had a couple other Thunder come over and, as you mentioned, push him out finally.
First down of the game by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. It's a Mustang Seed 1st down for Ada-Borup-West. Mustang Seed, Jay Merrick and Scott Erickson, planting your future at Mustang Seed. 1st down and 10 at the 11, a gain of 24 on the play. And 1st and 10 at the 11, far side hash for the Cougars. They'll split 2 receivers each direction, 1 man in the backfield, and that's a pitch to Bo Fetting. Inside the 10, Fetting is going to be rushed out of bounds. Looks like they'll probably spot him here, I do believe, at about the 8-yard line.
Rorick and Gap on the pursuit and the push out of bounds as they put that at the 8.
They will put it at the 8. How about that? Look at us. 3-yard gain for Bo Fetting. After that 1st down, it'll be 2nd down. And again, the Cougars can still get a 1st down without scoring here on this possession. 7 minutes to go in this 1st quarter. Again, once the rain stops, then we can activate our camera to get that score operating for us here this evening. So we'll look forward to it. 2nd and 7. Till then, we're just going to keep doing a radio thing, right? Here's a handoff. No, ball came loose. I think the Cougars ended up getting the ball back.
You're right.
The fumble on the exchange. And who is it that comes off the pile with the football?
Mike Gap was there to make the tackle after the Cougars scooped that ball back up.
I do believe it was Ollie Kritzberger who ended up kind of just being right place, right time, and no gain on the play after the exchange got bobbled between quarterback Markison and the running back. So a 3rd down, 7 it'll be for Ada-Borup-West following a turnover by Polk County West. The Thunder defending against the goal line here. Cougars at the 8-yard line. 3rd and 7 at the 8. Inverted wishbone. Deep back is Fetting. He'll get the handoff. Good speed, good space up the middle. Inside the 5 and down to the 4. He's going to get 4. It'll be 4th and 3. Nice blocking up front. And we're looking behind Keaton Byron there and Dylan Gunderson. They had a nice block up front to get some easy yardage. But, of course, the Thunder defense does stiffen and holds its 4th down.
Jorgensen and Hart were there on the tackle, and Fetting lost his footing. Otherwise, he probably would have been able to push that a little bit further ahead, but getting a little slick out here.
It is, and the officials are doing a good job too, Leaf. You're watching that. They keep the football covered as best they can until the team breaks the huddle. Now, 4th and 3 at the 4-yard line. 5:30 to go, 1st quarter, no score. Battle of unbeaten. Markison under center, 1 back in the backfield. Delay handoff. It's going to be Bo Fetting getting away from 1, getting away from 2. Lowers the shoulder, touchdown. Ada-Borup-West scoring on a 4th down conversion. And they're on the board first tonight in East Grand Forks.
I like the setup of that play, Kevin. They waited, they faked that pass, and then Fetting is just waiting to take that ball. He had lots of space to work with. He could have gone further to the outside and curled in, but he decided to just kind of power ahead and good choice there by Coach and by the Cougars.
So a 4-yard touchdown run for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, and they are on the board first here. They score 6 right out of the gates. I got one more. There we go. Yeah, I got a little handsy there at the scoreboard. Good thing Liam's good. We're good, actually. It's got the old auto update. We're getting Liam Larson learned in on this thing. Here's a pitch, 2-point conversion attempt. They go Fetting. He's going to be stalled, and the 2-point conversion fails. So on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the score, Ada-Borup-West 6, the Polk County West Thunder nothing with 5:21 to play here in the first quarter.
Excellent pay and a stable business. Get a sweet life and a great career with American Crystal Sugar Company. From mechanics to welders to electricians, we need motivated individuals for highly skilled positions. In addition to great benefits and room to advance your career, our work schedule gives you the personal time for everything that makes your life sweeter. Apply today at crystalsugar.com.
Ada-Borup-West on the board as they lead Polk County West by a score of 6-0. I'd forgotten to turn off one of those little buttons. We're all good now. Liam's running the cameras, and Leaf is on the field in the rain. How's it looking out there? How's it feeling out there, Leafer?
Say that again. I turned around.
Oh my goodness! How can you turn around on me like that? Ada-Borup-West scores, and they cap off turning a turnover into points. They score on a 7-play drive, 37 yards, and a 4th down conversion. They get it as they score on a 4-yard touchdown run by Bo Fetting. That is Bo's 14th rushing touchdown of the season, the district's leading scorer, giving the Cougars a 6-0 lead after the 2-point conversion failed. It'll be Bo Jorgensen doing the teeing. He'll kick it up here for the Cougars. It's an end-over-end kick. And it'll be the Thunder returning this football at the 16-yard line. And on the return, Mike Gapp crosses the 25 to the 30. Gapp going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. Thunder will have the football. And, of course, they turned it over on their last possession on the 3rd play of the drive. See if they can hold on to the ball this possession.
Oliver Kritzberger there on the tackle, and I said Kritzberger's name a lot for those KRJB folks who remember when Dawson and I were in Walker. So the Kritzberger brothers do a nice job on defense, and a good tackle there by Oliver.
They're a physical group, and they learned all of their football abilities from Big Sister. We're not kidding. She was a heck of an athlete at Concordia St. Paul as well, playing some volleyball. Here's a handoff on 1st down. They give to Gapp. Sam Gapp tries to find a little space, does. 1st down and more. Sam Gapp, 45-50. Ditches one tackle, 30. Now cuts back again into Cougar territory. 25-yard line smashed out of bounds. Big run for Sam Gapp and the Polk County West Thunder.
Trenton Sipp finally chased him down and knocked him down, Kevin, but that was an excellent run by the Thunder to get all the way down, and they want a little revenge off of that last fumble and score.
To the 22 on the other end. So we got, let's see here. Big run all the way down to the 22. And that sets us up. You gotta do some math here. 47-yard run for Sam Gapp. And a 1st down for the Polk County West Thunder. That 1st down is brought to you by our friends at Agramax. Hand the ball off on 1st down. This time the give is to Caven Rorick. He stopped and the ball come loose. Cougar football. 2nd turnover on the Polk County West Thunder, and the Cougars have it. Bo Jorgensen recovers.
Nice job by Bo Jorgensen, and it had me fooled, Kevin. I thought the tackle was good and we were going to keep traveling the other way, but the rain is definitely playing a factor as I feel it running down my back.
Oh, well, you gotta remember, I offered you the rain gear out there,
you
my
did.
man.
I know you did.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? You could always go get it now, and then you'll be cold and wet, but you won't get any more wet. Anyway. Cougar football. They get the ball after the turnover. Ball at the 22. Turn and hand the ball off. They're going to give to Kritzberger. Kritzberger hanging on to the football. Bounces off the 30-yard line. Is going to be down to the 31. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
On the tackle there was Zavarol.
Yep.
And along with Brunden.
So it'll be for the Cougars. Now sitting with 2nd down as the rain continues to fall here in East Grand Forks, and as we've been mentioning, it's certainly playing a factor here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, bringing you the action tonight from East Grand Forks High School football field. Polk County West, Ada-Borup-West, a battle of unbeatens. Cougars lead it 6-0. Cougar football, second and 1. Turn and hand the ball off. This time, I believe that's Sip diving ahead. Going to jump to the 37-yard line. The 6-yard gain on the play. Or no, that was Kritzberger, excuse me. 6 yards on the gain.
Daniel Suda on the tackle for the Thunder.
Ollie Kritzberger and the Cougars earning a first down. The first down brought to you by Mustang Seed. Mustang Seed first down. And of course, that being fine folks named Jay Merck and Scott Erickson and Mustang Seed. It'll be for the Polk County West Thunder defending against the Cougars from the 37-yard line. 3:31 to go first quarter. As a handoff goes up the middle, Cougars diving forward to the 39-yard line. Again, Kritzberger gets the handle that time. He'll pick up 2 on first down. Ollie Kritzberger getting a handoff a couple of times here in a row. Cougar football. Ada-Borup-West's Ollie Kritzberger coming to the game, just 102 yards rushing and a touchdown, 33 carries. Bo Fetting has carried the load, to say the very least, for this team thus far. But 3 backs doing most of the work. Trenton Sipp splitting time from the right guard spot to one of those backs in the inverted I. So it'll be receivers each way. Aiden Markison under center, second down and 8 from the 39. Turn, hand the football off, Bo Fetting. Fetting gets to the open, left side 50. Now into Thunder territory, has a block downfield, stays on his feet. He stays and he's tripped out of bounds. Put him down at the 28-yard line of the Thunder.
And that was Fenno chasing him down to shove him out. He was being pursued by Zoverall, but Fenno finally caught up to him, and another nice run for the Cougars.
Bo Fetting with a 33-yard rush there and another first down for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. 2:35 remains. Clock stops here in this first quarter. Cougars 6, Thunder nothing on KRJB and on YourLiveEvent.com. The Cougars huddle up in the rain as it's falling straight down. I mean, it's actually kind of neat to see as it falls here in the lights. It's got a pretty good pace to it, too. But no wind.
Do you want to trade? Does it look cool from? It might
looks
look cool
great.
from down
Leaf,
here.
it looks really great up in the box. I'm sure it's the same down in the field when you're not using any of my rain gear. Here's the reverse to Cameron Spaeth. He's going to be brought down. The Thunder defense there. Caven Rourke brings down Spaeth at the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 on the play.
Good pursuit by the defense. They read that one pretty well and able to make up and hit the loss for the Cougars and slow them up a little bit.
I mean, is this going to be a problem for you down there in the rain there, Leifer?
Whoa, no, I didn't say it was a problem.
Okay.
I'm just worried about a cold now.
Oh, a cold? Mom told you to wear a hat outside in the cold. Listen to your fellow broadcaster. Wear the gear. Anyways, 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. 6-0 in favor of Ada-Borup-West. They had the football, and back to pass is Markison. It's second down and 16. Markison will fire over the middle. Has a receiver. Passes, held on and caught by a wide open receiver by the name of Lance Kritzberger. Kritzberger down inside the 15. He'll have a first down as they'll mark him down officially at the 14-yard line. It's a 20-yard connection.
Good job to buy enough time to find that receiver. That was a really good wait, and finally able to find someone open.
20 yards through the air at Aiden Markison, coming in a 46% passer, and he delivers a strike in the rain. First down, Cougars. 4th first down of the football game. Clock ticking, minute 27 to go before the first quarter expires here in a battle of unbeatens. Cougar football. 2 receivers each way, 1 back in the backfield, Bo Fetting. Screen pass set up, and Fetting holds on to it. He gets a block, and now is going to get away from one defender. He's down inside the 5, and he's going to be close to another first down. Ada-Borup-West getting close on that far sideline.
Fenno able to wrap him up and throw him out of bounds.
And officials, and do we have a player down or what they're calling for stoppage here?
Looks like Zavaral's coming over here. He's kind of holding that arm against himself. Trainer goes out there to check on him.
We've got him here on the screen here as well on YourLiveEvent.com. Great work there by Liam. He's working extra here today as he watches Zavaral come off the field, kind of, holding that arm and cradling that right arm a little bit, and he being the starting quarterback along with the defensive back for the Thunder. An 8-yard connection from Aiden Markison to Bo Fetting that time. And so it'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball is going to be spotted at the 6-yard line for Ada-Borup-West. 2nd down and 2. Cougars, Marcuson under center, receivers each way. One single back in the backfield is Fetting. Turn, hand the ball off, Fetting. He falls forward. Good defense there by the Polk County West Thunder. In on the stop that time for the Thunder was Nick Brunden. And looked like Suda also mixing in there to help bring down Fetting for no gain.
I don't want you to miss Alex Hart either. He was in on that. 3 guys doing a good job pursuing that one and reading the play.
Thank you, Leaf. I would hate to miss Alex. I would hate for him to see that and be like, my gosh, he didn't even mention me? Come on. Liam's up here slapping me saying, come on, see that stuff. See it. You got to see it. Cougars getting the play call in from the far sideline. 35 seconds remain here in this first quarter as you hear the raindrops falling on the microphone. It's fine. It's good at that sound. I like it, Leaf. You can let it be, man.
Okay.
Mostly the important thing is the mic is protected. That's the good thing. Inverted wishbone. The handoff goes to Bo Fetting. Lowers the shoulder. Bo's got a first down. He dives to the end zone. Is he in? They're going to say he's down very close and just short. The knee fell short of the goal line. But a first down for Bo Fetting in Ada-Borup-West.
That'll be a good first down. Officials waiting on their whistle, and you watched them collapse in. They come towards each other to confirm, yes, he was short before he stretched, and so now they'll mark the ball and we'll go ahead on a 1st and goal.
So it'll be 1st down and goal for Ada-Borup-West, and they're going to let the first quarter expire. So on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, after 1 quarter of play, it is Ada-Borup-West 6, East Grand Forks nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Back out of the break, it's second quarter football as rain continues to fall here at East Grand Forks High School. Battle of Unbeatens, Ada-Borup-West, Polk County West. The Cougars of Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West 6-0. Kevin Kochman and Leif Bakken with you here in East Grand Forks. Liam Larson running the cameras, running the controls here for YourLiveEvent.com, and it looks like, hey, appreciate that, looks like good news is Isaac Zavral's throwing the ball a little bit here on the sideline, so that's a positive thing. Hopefully we don't have any issues there with Isaac not being able to get back in the game. Meanwhile, Ada-Borup-West with a first down and goal from the 1-yard line following a first down run by the running back, Bo Fetting. Aiden Marcuson sets down the Cougars. First and goal. Turn and hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. Falling for the fake. Marcuson into the end zone. Touchdown. Aiden Marcuson, his first rushing touchdown of the season. His 9th carry. Aiden Marcuson faked the handoff and rolled out. And, well, when you give the ball to Fetting as many times as the Cougars do, ideal, you're probably going to go for Fetting there. So, nice right up, nice draw up. Cougars scored touchdown.
Well, and when you have the Thunder lined up kind of in the center like that, the goal line situation, Kevin, I mean, the first thing you're going to do is try to pressure through. I think just a good play call and good job by the Cougars to fake that one and find that open edge.
So the Cougars will go for 2 here, leading now by a score of 12-0, as we'll see if they can connect on the 2-point conversion here. Cougars going for it. They're going to run the football. Ball came loose. They did not get in. It was a running play on that right side. They did not get in. The 2-point conversion fails. So on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 12, Polk County West nothing on YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Well, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, after a fumble by Polk County West, they run down the field and go 78 yards in 10 plays, stretching from the first quarter into the second. Aiden Markison scores on the first play of the second quarter. The two-point conversion fails. It's 12-0 Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars score on a Markison 1-yard touchdown run, his first rushing score of the season. Kevin Kochman, Leaf Bakken with the broadcast, and we have Liam Larson running the cameras and running the stuff here on yourliveevent.com, an 8th grader, Sacred Heart. And Kaylin back in the studio, a veteran, KRJB Radio. How about that, Leaf? Nice way to put it?
Yeah, it's a great way to put it.
Liam's dominating, though. I'm liking it. He's all over the place. Blake's next to me, too. Man, life is good up here in the box. Hate to be out in the rain. Here's a kickoff as the Cougars will kick the ball away. Mike Gap on the return, and Gap is going to be smashed inside the 40-yard line. Back at the 38, where it'll be a first down and 10. Polk County West football, and they'll try to avoid another turnover.
Ryan Hoven leading the tackle there for the Cougars, and I hope you keep the roster that I gave you, because we'll have to make copies of that one instead of the OG copy I have in my...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know, I've done a lot of the sideline work myself. That's why I have all that rain gear that's in the box.
Also, you know, Coach Bicklum said this was going to be over by a quarter after 7. What time is it?
He said, yeah, 7:16, in fact, and now the time is 7:25. Bicklum was wrong, which has never happened before. Receivers each way. Polk County West in the shotgun. Turns Zavarol back in the game. Good to see that. He turns and hands. Sam Gap holds onto the football to midfield. He'll have a first down with a run of 11 yards, and that's a good physical run by Sam Gap of the Thunder. That'll be a first down, brought to you by our friends at Agramax.
Trenton Sip helping out on the tackle, making the initial hit. Good job there.
Look at that rain, and hey, it looks like it's going to continue to rain until about 10 o'clock.
Great. Wonderful.
Thanks to Liam, our intrepid weatherman up here in the booth, too. He's all over it. He's got it all. After the first down, ball at midfield. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. In motion goes Rorick. Turn and hand the football off. This is Gap. Gap is going to be brought down to the backfield. Great defensive play, and it's Ollie Kritzberger. My goodness. Bring it down, Gap for a loss to the 49.
Yeah, I know we said we'd say Kritzberger a lot. Also, Fetting in on the assist.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like the physicality of those guys, and the Cougars have just proved that time and time again. We've also seen the physicality of this Thunder team, though, Kevin. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, we got great football, and the Cougars have taken 2 turnovers and turned them into points. That's the difference, leading 12-0 over the Polk County West Thunder in the rain here in East Grand Forks. Polk County West with the inverted I, 1 back deep. Receiver each way. Turns, Zavarol hands the football off to Gap, who goes into the heart of the defense of the Cougars, and he's brought down. He's going to get to the 48-yard line, picking up 3. They might stretch him to the 47. They do. He'll gain 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Bo Jorgensen really going in on the tackle there. Good job bringing the runner down, and we'll see what the Thunder can do on a third down.
All right. So third down at about 7 yards from the Cougar 47-yard line. Lots of umbrellas in the bleachers here tonight in East Grand Forks. Football players are out in the elements tonight on the turf. Third down. Back to pass. Zavarol fires in the flats, caught by Rorick. He gets away from Hoven, slips out of the tackle to the 30, make it 44-yard line. So he's going to pick up 3. It'll be fourth down.
Sip is the one that is there to officially make the tackle, as you said, slipping away from Hoven, as I think he kind of knew he could. He knew that he was wet enough to slide out of there like a greased pig.
That's the first greased pig reference of the night, courtesy of Leaf Pocket down on the sidelines. Terrific stuff. Punt formation for Polk County West. They'll be punting here on a 4th down and 4. It'll be Suda. No, check that. It will not be Suda. It'll be Brundon punting the football away. It'll take a great Polk County West bounce inside the 10-yard line. Great kick by Nick Brundon.
Excellent kick. Had a good roll to it, and there was no Cougars around to really get after it either. So no matter what, the Thunder kind of had a great opportunity to put them back deep.
And the Cougars will have a long way to go to pay dirt. 9:19 to play, second quarter. The score reads 12-0 in favor of Ada-Borup-West. The ball will be at the 9-yard line. So after a punt, Thunder give it back to the Cougars from their own 9-yard line. Aiden Markison and the Cougars will come out first down and 10. They're in the south end zone heading north. 9-yard line, first down and 10 it'll be. So the Cougars break the huddle. What do you got, Lee?
Ooh, there's a little wind coming up. Ooh.
Oh.
It's a little chilly.
Should have been wearing all that rain gear I offered you earlier today. I'll just say it 6 more times. I am a dad. It's part of my job.
That is part of your job.
Hand the football off. Cougars up the middle. And that is going to be Kritzberger. Kritzberger going to get to the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on first down. And Ollie Kritzberger now has 4 carries. Doing some quick math, 20 yards and 4 carries. That's like 5 yards a carry.
Huh.
Math.
David Larson was the one who tackled him, if you wanted to know that.
I did want to know that. Thank you very much. 12-0 Cougars leading the Thunder. Battle of unbeatens tonight here at East Grand Forks. Receivers each way for the Cougars. It'll be Fetting in the backfield. Aiden Markison is under center. Fetting is the deep back in the inverted wishbone set, and handoff goes to Fetting. Not much doing. In fact, he loses a yard back to the 11, falling for a yard loss on the play. It'll bring up third down.
Daniel Suda stepping up and making the tackle. 6-foot junior, playing really well tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, Suda and Montana Jorgensen, and a lot of guys up front playing strong here for the Thunder. Cougars have had to really work to get to the outside. They've been able to get a couple of gaps. You know, they've opened a few things, but for the most part, it's a real tough front four for the Polk County West Thunder. No doubt about it, living up to that expectation there. 8 minutes to play in this second quarter. Cougars receivers each way. Deep back again is Fetting, and Markison under center. Markison barks out the signals. Will look to pass. No, it's going. Yes, he will try to pass here. Now he's going to keep it himself. Holding it outside, Markison. He'll go. Thunder won a flag. No flag thrown at this time, but Markison stretches up to the 18-yard line. He's going to be very close to a first down. Are they going to move the chains? Yeah, they are. They're going to say first down and a gain of 8. Aiden Markison with an 8-yard gain and a first down for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. 6 first downs in the football game and physical play in the middle there, but a third down conversion rate. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars 53% this season on third down. So far they have not missed. In that case, just once here tonight. Just once is that they did have to convert on a fourth down in that case. To the 19-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 Ada-Borup-West. Split receivers each way. The inverted wishbone again. Deep back is Fetting. Similar formation as we know. DeVos is a receiver left of the formation, and Markison back to pass. He's looking to DeVos. He throws it high in the air. May have slipped in the fingers as they go for the jump ball. Flag comes in. Now, Polk County West on coverage was Landon Denny, and Evan DeVos was the intended target. And there was definitely some jockeying for position out there, Leaf. Did you see it?
Did I see the penalty?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now you are an official by trade, and it's going to be a pass interference call on the Thunder, which...
Classic. He held him. He held him while the ball was in the air and stopped him from moving back towards the ball.
And the ball was not tipped. So
no, he held him the entire time. I don't know why people are complaining on that one. That was the most obvious. I'll say it. That was the most obvious pass interference I've seen in a long time.
Okay. So it'll be a penalty. That'll put the football ahead for the Cougars from the 19-yard line up to the 34-yard line, so the 15-yard variety penalty on the pass interference call. You got to have a reason to gripe, though. Just
yeah,
what it is.
True,
you can't.
True.
Everybody would complain if it's a penalty. You got to complain. You can't just agree with it.
Now they were.
What fun is that?
Yeah, go ahead.
First down handoff, and the give goes to the Cougars. Fetting in the backfield, nowhere to go. The defense of the Thunder coming in strong. As brought down in the backfield, a loss of 3 to the 31-yard line. Daniel Suda there to make the stop.
Well, like you said before, when you have Hart, Brunden, and Suda that stand 6'2", 5'10", and 6 foot respectively up front like that, they're just going to be a tough D-line up there.
6:40 remains in the second quarter. You know, I saw the penalty too, Leaf. I just wanted your explanation because you were right on top. You were right there next to you. I mean,
yeah. Well, and then I think
you
the
were
crowd
blowing your
wanted
whistle.
a block in the back on the one before that, but I didn't see it. So
okay.
And we didn't see a flag either.
And
so
you were out of position. So
you're right.
Cougars are going to be called with a false start here, and obviously getting the benefit of the pass interference call, and now you lose yards on a great defensive play, and now a false start penalty on the Cougars. They will go back 5 yards on the correct false start call there for the Cougars. Penalty-wise this season, that just their 11th penalty in 4 games and a quarter now.
That's not too bad.
No, it's pretty efficient. So it'll be second down in a whole heap now. Put the ball back to the 20, officially going to put it at the 26-yard line. So second down and 18, 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cougars 12, Polk County West Thunder nothing. In the rain, and it's not letting up.
Nope.
Intrepid weather report down there by Leaf Bakken.
It's raining, Kevin.
It's raining. Receivers each way. Aiden Markison, receiver screen to Cameron Spaeth, and he's going to be met by the defense of Polk County West. They snuffed that out in a hurry. Great defense by the Thunder. It looks like in on the stop, Cullen Rorick, and also Mike Gapp there on the coverage.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I think they've been able to read that play a few times now. They've seen it, so now they know what to expect. So they go after it, and deep third down makes it a little bit tough here for Tingem and the Cougars.
So Markison with a completed pass, and it's going to be a gain of about 2 yards there to Cameron Spaeth. And that brings up third down and long, 3rd and 16. Cougars not in any hurry at all here, Leaf. They're more than happy taking some time off the clock.
No need to hurry. Enjoy the rain a little bit.
Yeah. Enjoy the rain. Back to pass, Markison backpedaling. He'll fire a screen. He did a good job trying to look away the defense, but the Thunder were there. The pass complete to Ollie Kritzberger. He's going to be down at the 29-yard line, so he gets a yard, and now timeout is going to be called. And I do believe the timeout is going to be given to Polk County West. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 12-0. Cougars leading the Thunder on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. At Lindfors Insurance and Grinnell Mutual, your prosperity is our purpose. Our coverage is backed by comprehensive insurance products and great customer service. In fact, serving you is our top priority at Lindfors Insurance. We believe business is based on trust, and you trust us to serve you so you can trust in tomorrow. Contact the Lindfors Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual agents, for all your insurance needs. You can visit...
He's hungry. I got to get him some food. Oh, go back.
In Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, new location in Mahnomen, and now in Ada. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
And the kick is away by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. They will punt the football away as ending up with the ball in his hands, Lance Kritzberger. He'll bring it to a stop. Ball will be spotted at the, I believe, 43-yard, no, they're going to say at the 40-yard line official, where it'll be first down and 10 for Polk County West.
I'm going to let you in on a little official secret if you didn't know, Kevin.
Please do.
Find the biggest line you can as an official.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't you? Make it easy.
And he was on the 40, so no issues there.
The insider official report
Here's
with Leaf.
the insider news.
I like it. Here's second quarter, 4:49 to play before halftime. Raining in East Grand Forks, 12-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West. Thunder football and under center. The give goes to Sam Gapp from Rorick, and Gapp slips away from one, slips away from two. He's at the 45, and they're going to move him all the way up to the 47-yard line. He took a pile of Cougars along for a ride there.
I believe the term is pride.
A pride of Cougars?
They're lions, aren't they?
I mean, what's a cougar? I'm really not even sure. It's an animal. It's a cat.
A cougar is a mountain lion.
It's feline, right?
A mountain lion is a lion, so it's a pride of lions. It's a group of them.
I mean, I don't know why I'm second guessing you. I mean, you're from Lemon, South Dakota.
Well,
you know
Liam is listening in too. Maybe he can confirm.
He's not sure. He's not sure. He's an 8th grader. He hasn't studied cougars yet, or the feline cats and the big cats. Anyway, second down and 2. There's a mountain lion loose in Grand Forks recently, though, so we had that going on. Fumble the football. It's loose. Cougars are going to jump on top. Ball still loose. Still loose. Cougars eventually get on it. You know who got it? Ollie Kritzberger. My goodness. Another fumble, and that ball is slippery. Third fumble of the game for Polk County West.
You should come down here and find out.
I have been there before. I have. Third turnover by Polk County West, and that's not going to make Coach Bicklem happy. For Ada-Borup-West, they flip the field. They'll have the ball at the Polk County West 38-yard line.
Coach Bicklem has his glasses right on the end of his nose, and they are perfectly clean. I don't know how, but they are, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you don't underestimate Coach Bicklem and his ability to keep his glasses dry in the rain. Dude's got talent. Inverted eye. Wishbone, excuse me. Inverted wishbone. I don't know why I keep saying that. Markison gave the football to Ollie Kritzberger. It's going to really hurt his average. He gets thrown to the back. Great defense by Polk County West. They are starting to really snuff out the Cougars' running attack here. Ball is spotted back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play.
Nick Brunden breaking through, had that was Kritzberger or Markison wrapped up, and then he had to switch off to Fetting. So just a great job.
Yeah, he handed the football off, and Kritzberger was the one that got it. They threw him down in the backfield, but it'll be Cougar football after a big loss on the play. 3:20 to go in this second quarter. Cougars leading 12-0. Our Your Live Event Twitter account is also throwing out, what's a Cougar? Question. We got to get that answer.
What's a group of Cougars called?
It was like last night. We were asking questions during the volleyball match about, hitting the foul pole in the air. Is that a home run? Of course it is. But we had to get the answer. We were questioning, if a volleyball is shot down the line, is it in or out? Good question. Anyways, long story longer, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take it. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, 12-0. Cougars leading the Polk County West Thunder. 3 minutes to play in the first half on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
It's here at Norman County Implement, now on the lot. The new Blast of the 2021 model Versatile Delta Tracks. Call for large discount. This Versatile DT 570 with PTO, it's huge discounts, and it's now on the lot at Norman County Implement. And also arrived 2 brand new Woods 15-foot Batwing mowers. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on the beet harvest equipment. Other deals getting done for other trades coming in. Norman County Implement with a new Versatile Fury for sale or rent this fall. Talk with Chuck O'Neill, Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada.
Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West 12-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Timeouts are brought to you by Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. Cougars leading 12-0. Polk County West has turned it over 3 times here in the first half. Cougar ball, 2nd down and 17 now as we get the 3-minute look here left. And we don't have our scoreboard camera operating here tonight because of the rain right now. So appreciate Liam getting that look there for us. Kid's a star, I tell you. Pitch right side to Bo Fetting on 2nd and 17. He'll jump ahead to the 43-yard line, maybe just a couple of yards there on the play.
Zach Fenno getting over there, making the tackle. Fetting was trying to hit that hard, but Fenno said,
Fenno, really good-looking linebacker out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be 3rd down and 17 upcoming. Got a couple of vocal fans making their presence be known here and then they're fans. It's okay to cheer.
It is. They went a whole year without cheering.
That's right. We didn't have anybody here. We had a few. We had a few fans in the stands, mostly parents. 3rd down. 3rd and 15 from the 43. Back to pass. Here's the delayed handoff. Nowhere to go. Blake Fetting. We got a flag down to the backfield in the area of what could be a hold.
I'm on the other end watching the defense, so I do not have a clear look on this one. We'll see what they say.
Yeah. Officials getting together, having their conversation in the white hat. Liam's all over this with the camera on YourLiveEvent.com. We get a great view of the officials. Hard to beat that. I mean, he's an 8th grader, but my gosh, he's a star. Penalty on the Cougars. As they'll be backed up here. No, they're going to decline the penalty. Would have been a holding call, so a decline penalty, 4th down. After it was a gain of, actually a loss of 2 on the play, loss of 4 on the play, 4th down.
I think that's a wise choice. 4th and 15 instead of going 3rd and 25. Yeah. I'd say that's smart. I mean, I don't know how much can be done here in the rain, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than singing.
You can sing in the rain. Yeah, that's something to do. There's something to do there. Clock running, just under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Stay with us during the halftime report as well. We'll get you all the information, recap first half scoring, and talk some stats. And we'll hear from coaches as well. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union coming up, so stick around for that as well. I don't think Coach Bicklam's going to be too talkative to you there, Leaf.
No, but I'm going to try to get him anyway.
Oh, you will get him. And now the Cougars let the clock run all the way down as they'll take a timeout. With 1:36 to go before halftime on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it is the Cougars 12, the Thunder nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
We're good. 12-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. And Kevin Kochman, Leaf Bakken, bringing you the action tonight. Liam Larson, Kaylin, our engineers and broadcast assistants for the action here tonight. The Cougars will have the football, 4th down and 18, out of their timeout with 1:36 to play before halftime. Leading 12-0, and they'll punt the ball away. Cameron Spaeth will punt. And they're going to adjust their punting formation. The call for the snap ball is off of Cameron Spaeth. He's going to run for it here. It was a botched punt, and Spaeth, no gain on the play. It'll be a loss of 5, in fact, on the what ends up being a rushing attempt. And Thunder football in good field position near midfield.
Zavarral doing a good job making that pursuit to the edge and making the tackle.
So Spaeth ending up going to lose 5 yards, and the ball just slipped through his hands as he was trying to receive the long snap there by the Cougars long snapper. So from the 48-yard line, where the Polk County West Thunder will have it 1st down and 10. Own 38, 1st and 10 Thunder. Zavarral will be in the shotgun. Sam Gap, the running back, to his right. Now Zavarral goes under center. Long snap count, send a man in motion. They'll pitch, ball's loose, Cougars have it. And the fumble is recovered by Ada-Borup-West, and on the recovery is Cougars number 52, Sergio Reyes. That was not good. Not a good scenario there for the Thunder.
Well, he tried to give that handoff, and what happened was the runner, I don't think, knew as he was crossing over that was his job to take it, so it was knocked out of his hands, and just a good job for the defense to jump all over it.
So 4th fumble by the Thunder in the first half, excuse me. Kritzberger, Jorgensen, Kritzberger, Reyes, fumble recoveries. And Cougars will have the ball now on the Thunder 43-yard line, 1:26 to go in the first half.
Coach Bicklam telling them they got to get one here, and I think everybody who's listening and watching would agree that Thunder got to step up.
Pitch it right side. This will be Fetting. He's going to pass the ball. Flags flying. Long pass is caught. Cougars Spaeth, touchdown, 43 yards, but there's a flag down in the backfield as the Cougars celebrating a touchdown. I think it's going to come back, Leaf. Holding on Ada-Borup-West. Holding on the Cougars, so the excitement, a little flash, a little razzle-dazzle is for naught as it's brought back after a hold.
Much like the mascot of this field, the green wave, a wave of excitement from across back to this side as the folks for Polk County West get excited about that call against the offense. And that's what we typically see, Kevin, is you see a nice setup play, just too nice because somebody was being stopped too well.
Well, that is the case. So in this case, the Cougars trying to get the halfback option pass. It was well done, but to a penalty there because of the hold. You can't hold. Can't do that. That's against the rules.
The rule book says don't hold your opponent.
Don't do that.
You can't even hug him.
No hugging. No hugging either. I know. 1:18 to go before halftime. 12-0. Cougars leading the Green Wave. Cougar football. Everybody in tight. They're going to put a knee to the ground here. They don't need to have any problems. And it looks like the Thunder are going to call a timeout, and that will be their last timeout to be used here in this first half. Stay with us. It is 12-0. Ada-Borup-West leading the Polk County West Thunder on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More.
12-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West. At our timeout from Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. Cougars knelt down and went to just try to run out the clock here in the first half. That's what they're going to do again. And Markuson will do it again. And the Thunder, I misspoke. They have timeouts to use, so they will use them. And we'll keep it here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com as we get closer to halftime. Cougars leading 12-0 as Cougars are now going to be faced with a third down and 20-plus yards here. The Cougars scoring in this first half on a couple of running plays. Bo Fetting, 4-yard run. Aiden Markuson, a 1-yard run. 2-point conversions failed in the first half, and they lead at 12-0 as the Polk County West Thunder's drives. Fumble, punt, fumble. The highest scoring offense in the district has not been able to get the offense going today. And it's a lot to do with the wet field conditions. There's no question about that. On third down, the Cougars are going to punt the football. No, they're not. Excuse me. I spoke incorrectly because I didn't realize that they were in that kneel-down spot again. But anyways, they knelt down. The clock going to run here this time. Now out of timeouts, the clock will run. Threw me for a loop there, Leaf. I was wondering, what are they doing punting on third down? Would they do that? They could. It's not against the rules, but I mean, it would be silly to do that. So I was like, what's going on?
Right.
Then I just didn't know. Then I looked and I saw them take a knee. Fetting was way back there and would look to be punt formation. He took a few extra steps. Usually they don't go that far back, but hey, it is what it is, man. For those seeing it on yourliveevent.com, you say, hey, Kevin, what do you know about football? Got a timeout taken here by the Cougars. They ran the clock all the way down, and our timeouts are brought to you by Nick Prothero and Pioneer Seed as we're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeton Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth. Saving for retirement, planning for your future. Visit with Laura Tweeton today. She's got offices in both Ulen and Ada. Laura Tweeton, your Thrivent Financial representative. 12-0 Cougars leading the Thunder as Cougars will be now facing fourth down. Markuson went down 3 kneels in a row here, and it'll be Cougars likely in punt formation. Now, Leaf, last time the Cougars were in punt formation, the snap went back just fine to Cameron Spaeth, and then he lost a handle on it.
Yeah.
And now they're back at their own 30 is where he'll stand and take the snap. Decent field position for the Thunder. If something went wrong.
We'll have to see what happens here. I mean, that ball is slippery. The grass, not grass, the turf is slippery.
Cougars in punt formation. The snap, Spaeth gets the kick away. It's high in the air, and it will take a Thunder bounce, and they will jump on top of it. The Cougars will botch it around there, and they'll have the ball spotted at around the 45, 46-yard line. With 21 seconds to play, no timeouts, Thunder will have another chance here before halftime to get on the board. Cougars have punted their last 3 possessions. So the Thunder have the ball on their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Polk County West with the football from their own 46-yard line. Going to have receivers go each way. Zavarol will be in the shotgun. Back to his right. From the 46. Back to pass. Feeling a little pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Will fire a bullet. Great pass, and it is just over the outstretched arms of Cullen Rorick. Rorick was getting by the defense of the Cougars. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Jorgensen was there to make a pretty big hit back on Zavarol, but nice throw. Just a little too far.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 as quarterback Zavarol going to get the play call from Coach Bicklem on the sideline and get ready for the play. 2nd down and 10. The clock stops with 15 seconds to play before halftime. Cougars leading the Thunder 12-0. Thunder football. Rorick is way over the line of scrimmage. He'll step back as he's stretched out to the right side of the field. Back to pass. There's movement before the snap, and we'll have a false start.
Yeah, got to wait for that ball to move. We saw a couple of linemen. They saw that blitz was being shown, and they really wanted to go after that.
So a false start is the call. Polk County West's second penalty, now totaling 20 yards here today. Ada-Borup-West has 2 penalties, 15 yards on the day. Penalty numbers. So with 14 seconds to go, 12-0, favor of Ada-Borup-West, leading Polk County West. Thunder will come out, 2nd down and 15 from their own 41-yard line. Receivers each way, 2 receivers each way. Screen set up and incomplete. They were looking for Gap. Went through the hands of Sam Gap, and it'll be a 3rd down now with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, not too bad to get a few reps here at the end and just try to pass the ball, and that one passed just a little bit ahead of Gap, and of course with it being a little wet as well, I think maybe he would have been able to haul that in on a dry night, but just a little ahead of him.
So with that, the Thunder, reminder, they will get the football back if they so choose. They deferred the opening kick. Deferred the coin toss, I should say, so they kicked the ball away to the Cougars. So they'll have the choice to receive or kick in the second half. You would assume they would just go ahead and receive. But you just don't need to assume. 3 receivers to the left, or to the right, 1 to the left here, the formation. 3rd down and 15 from the 41. Zavarol, his pass this time is tipped, and it's out of the hands of Mike Gap. As it hit him in the hands, incomplete, and 4th down, 6 seconds to go before halftime. Gap was just out there in the flats and an incomplete pass.
DeVos was the closest guy there, and it would have been a little bit of a foot race on the sideline in that scenario. So, a wet ball is really tough to catch tonight.
Yeah, if Gap makes the catch, there would have been some space to go, of course, and like you say, DeVos, and then the safety would have been the last potential. He would have had to come a long way too, but definitely would have been a good scenario. But
oh, we had a foul. They called a chop block.
Chop block on the Thunder. Okay, I did not see the flag come out, so they're going to walk that one back. And so
for folks at home who may or may not be familiar, there's a free blocking zone while the ball is in a 2-yard space where it's placed, and you can kind of dive at the legs at that moment. But once it leaves that free blocking zone, that area dissipates. And so that block happened late. He came in and went after the legs late is what happened, and so that's where you get that penalty.
Got it. So 3rd down and 31 after the loss of 15 on the penalty. And this will likely be the last play of the first half. Is the Cougars of Ada-Borup-West leading 12-0 over the Polk County West Thunder in what's been a real choppy last minute of play. Quarterback Zavarol is in the shotgun, receivers each way. He will turn, he will step back to pass the football. No, he will hand it off, and not much doing there. It's going to be a gain of a yard for the running back Sam Gap, and that will be the end of the first half. Halftime, and on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the score is Ada-Borup-West 12 and Polk County West nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The halftime coaches' comments, they are presented to you by our friends at the United Savings Credit Union. United Savings Credit Union with locations in Fargo, in Dilworth, and in Detroit Lakes. United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. And down on the field is chasing down the coach of Ada-Borup-West Cougar football. It is Leif Bach, and he's going to try to track down a conversation with Coach Paul Tingham. We're keeping an eye on Leif, and we'll see if we can't get Leif and Coach Tingham here at the half.
I've got him quick. He's going to take a quick swig of water, and then I'm going to let him get down to his team. Coach, a wet first half, and you got to be pretty impressed by what you saw from your guys, being able to dive on the ball and being able to recover and then keep a hold of the ball and run.
Yeah, turnovers have been huge. I mean, I'm not sure we got to be +3, I think, right now, turnovers, I think. We got a couple short fields and we're able to get those touchdowns. Sure would have liked to have the extra points, so it'd be 16 instead of 12, but very happy to be up 12-0 against a really good team. we just got the second half. We got to keep doing the same thing. We got to win the turnover battle this half. They get the ball to start the second half, so we got to get out the field without them scoring, and then take care of the football and just somehow pull this game out. It's not going to be easy.
And the other thing, too, is we saw good ball handling, at least at the beginning, and then a couple of losses there. But then they're starting to figure out the run game. Those big guys up front came forward, so we tried to go to the pass. And what are we going to work on in the second half?
We got to be smart. We got to move the chains, keep the clock running. They're just selling out in the blitz like crazy right now. They're just daring us to throw it. With conditions are not ideal for throwing. If it was a little drier out, obviously we'd be airing it out a lot more. But we just got to wait for opportunities and try to take advantage of them. But ball control and turnover battle is going to be the difference in this game, I think, for sure. That was the difference in the first half, so I'm sure it'll be the difference in the second half as well.
All right, well, we'll see you in the second half. Best of luck.
Hey, thank you.
That is very good. Appreciate that, Coach, and thanks a lot, Leaf, down on the sidelines. It is halftime. At halftime, coaches' comments presented to you by our friends at United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. United Savings Credit Union in locations in Fargo, Dilworth, and Detroit Lakes. At half, it's Ada-Borup-West 12, Polk County West nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching. West Main Pizza, 784-3700. Specialty Pizza, calzones, signature pizza, famous cheese squares, breads, salads, wraps, 8-inch subs, paninis, pasta, traditional chicken, chicken wings, nachos, tacos, specialty treats, appetizers, sweet treats too. Dine in, carry out, curbside. West Main Pizza, 784-3700. More than just pizza.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
It's halftime here in East Grand Forks. It is the Polk County West Thunder and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars in a battle. Ada-Borup-West leading 12-0 at the half. The halftime report is being brought to you by the Linfors Agency. The Linfors Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Monoman, and now their new location in Ada. Linfors, your insurance source. And at the half, Cougars leading 12-0. They have not been able to get the two-point conversions to go. Otherwise, they have been in a real good shape throughout the evening, taking advantage of Polk County West turnovers. As we could tell you that in the first half, the Cougars had the football to start. They punted after a 3-and-out. Thunder got the ball. 3 plays later would fumble it. Cougars would recover that fumble, Ollie Kritzberger. Cougars then, 7 plays later, in the end zone after a 37-yard drive. Bo Fetting, a 4-yard run. 2-point conversion failed. It was 6-0. The Thunder got the ball back. 2 plays later, fumbled it again. Cougars on the recovery that time was Bo Jorgensen. Cougars football. They go on a 78-yard, 10-play drive into the second quarter. Aiden Markison on a 1-yard touchdown run just to start the second quarter. 2-point conversion failed, and the score would be 12-0. It would be a punt for the Thunder on their next drive. Cougars get the ball back. They would punt. Then the Thunder would fumble. Cougars recovered. Kritzberger. Cougars would punt. Thunder would fumble it again. That time it would be on the recovery, Sergio Reyes. And then the Cougars would punt just to have the Thunder have the first half come to a close under their watch with the football in their hands. The first half recap, part of our Linfors Agency halftime report. We'll take a break, come back with more during the halftime report, statistics, and even more halftime coaches' comments. We'll catch up with Coach Bicklem of Polk County West when they break the halftime huddle. It is halftime, and the halftime show, we're having a recognition of Hall of Fame from East Grand Forks Sacred Heart and homecoming court from Climax Shelley, Fisher, and East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, all with homecoming, part of that Polk County West co-op. It's halftime, though. Linfors Agency halftime report has the Cougars 12, Thunder nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
This is with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
It's halftime, the Linfors Agency halftime report here in East Grand Forks, where the rain continues to fall at a moderate pace. It's halftime, and we have Ada-Borup-West 12, Polk County West nothing here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman. Leaf Bakken joins as well. The halftime report, though, is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Halftime statistics now as we get a chance to break down the stats, presented by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer. Highway 32 North in Fertile, Minnesota. ChristianMotors.com. New and used vehicles, they're ready for you. Christian Motors, ChristianMotors.com. As the halftime right now, they're recognizing the Sacred Heart homecoming court in the rain. And it looks like they're staying dry as best they can out there, especially the Queen candidates wearing their dresses here today. Well, let's talk about our halftime stats. For Polk County West in the first half, Isaac Zavarol, 1 for 5 through the air, 3 yards passing. Sam Gap, 7 carries, 72 yards rushing. It was Caven Rorick, 2 carries, 2 yards, and Isaac Zavarol had a carry for 3. Zavarol, that is, I should say Caven Rorick had that catch for 3 yards. 80 yards of offense, 77 on the ground, 3 through the air for Polk County West. Polk County West, 2 first downs in the first half. They had 3 penalties for 35 yards and 4 turnovers, all fumbles, in the first half. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars statistics, as we bring those to you, brought to you by our friends at Christian Motors. Aiden Markison through the air is 4 of 4 for 31 yards. Bo Fetting carried the ball 14 times in the first half for a total of 70 yards and a touchdown. Ollie Kritzberger, 6 carries, 13 yards. Aiden Markison, 5 carries, 6 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Trenton Sipp had a carry for 1 yard, and it was Cameron Spaeth with 2 carries, 11 negative yards there. Spaeth had a catch for 2 yards. It was a catch for 20 yards for Lance Kritzberger. Bo Fetting is a catch for 8, and Ollie Kritzberger a catch for 1 yard. 79 rushing, 31 passing for a 110 total yards of offense for the Cougars of Ada-Borup-West in the first half. Your halftime statistics from Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North, Fertile, Minnesota, ChristianMotors.com. It's halftime. It's 12-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. More to come. Try to catch Coach Bicklem here out of the half as well on the coverage for you tonight. 2 unbeatens, Cougars and Thunder, and we have a Cougar lead of 12-0 at halftime.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Subway Ada. Well, we bring you back here. It is a halftime report, and the halftime report is being presented to you by Linfors Agency. Let's go down to some more of our halftime coaches' comments. Leaf Bakken stands by with the head coach of the Polk County West Thunder, Darren Bicklem.
Coach, rain becoming a bit more of a factor than we thought it would tonight. Thought it would dry up just after 7 o'clock, but it continues to come down. What do we have to change to make the second half better for the Thunder?
Not fumble the ball 4 times.
Yeah, that's going to be the big key, of course, and you had a couple of big runs. I think if we hold on to the ball, those runs turn into some big yards, big points could be coming up here in the second half.
Well, I mean, give Ada credit for getting the turnovers, but we haven't even been able to get into a groove on offense because we've been giving them the ball back after a play or two. So, if we can get into a groove and, get some mojo going our way. So, but that's the plan for the second half. I guess we're going to have to just strap it up, play from behind.
And last question for you, is the defense looking pretty good? Those big guys up front, they're reading the run really well, and they're getting Ada-Borup-West stopped up front. So I think if you continue to do that, it should be a successful second.
Yeah, our defense is playing fine. It's just our turnover. So, and like I said, if we don't turn the ball over, and we're in a lot better shape right now.
Coach, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Best of luck the second half.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That is halftime coaches' comments as the Polk County West Thunder and Ada-Borup-West Cougars are set to do battle for the second half. Halftime coaches' comments presented to you by our friends at United Savings Credit Union. With 3 locations in the FM area, you've got locations in downtown Fargo, Amber Valley Parkway in South Fargo, and also on Highway 10 in Dilworth. Also a new location in the last couple of years. They've added one in Detroit Lakes near the lake. That's on the east side of Detroit Lakes on Highway 10. UnitedSavingsCU.org, United Savings Credit Union, with our halftime coaches' comments. And the halftime, again, has been presented to you by the Linfors Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, and Monoman. Of course, now in Ada as well, the Linfors Agency, as they are ready for you. LinforsAgency.com for more information. Kevin Kochman and Leaf Bakken joining you. Our halftime here, Liam Larson running the controls for YourLiveEvent.com. This one up here. And Caitlin back in the studios of KRJB and Ada. Leaf, second half, yeah, I think Coach Bicklem said it about right. 4 fumbles. That's the story of the first half. And the Thunder, they obviously did not benefit from that. The Cougars did. They turned it into points. They lead 12-0.
Well, and that's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, if they can get into a groove, like he said, I think this game looks a lot different. So if you got to figure out how you get into that groove and what you can do, and so now you get to start the second half with the ball. I think that you have a good opportunity to make that happen.
Split the pot here at the high school in East Grand Forks, Polk County West, Ada-Borup-West. The Split the Pot going on here tonight is being raised to benefit the Fetting family and number 22 of Ada-Borup-West, Brennan Fetting, who had surgery here this week. Brennan, if you're watching, Mom, Dad, Pete, Angie, if you're watching, we're thinking about you, and we're thinking about Brennan here tonight, and so are the folks here in East Grand Forks. The Cougars will kick the football away to start the second half of play. Thanks for tuning into the halftime report. Let's get you going for second half football. The Cougars and the Thunder unbeaten. Both teams coming in with perfect records. Someone's going to go home with a loss. Cougars have a 2-score lead, leading 12-0. Looks like they're got to have someone shut off a set of car lights in the end zone on the north or on the south side. I think that's what they wanted, or not.
They had to run the clock.
Oh, fine, they needed to run the clock. Don't blame Blake. He did a great job up here. Here's the kick. It's away. Polk County West will jump on top of it. Thunder will have the football rather than botch it around. It's going to be jumped on by Mike Gapp, and the ball will be at the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for the Polk County West Thunder, their football to start this second half.
So there's a 3-minute mandatory warm-up time, and they have to run that. If they don't, there can be people that get in trouble if that clock doesn't run all the way out. So that's what we had to wait for.
Got it. Still raining. We aren't going to be able to get the scoreboard camera going until, of course, the rain would stop. But as you can tell, rain continuing here in East Grand Forks. So from their own 24-yard line, the Thunder will have the football. The inverted wishbone setting it down. Own 24-yard line, Zavarol under center, the give. This is Gapp, and he will plunge forward. Nice run up the middle, slashing the defense up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 6 on first down.
Great job by Ryan Hoven wrapping up and driving on the tackle, or at least making the stop, so he does get up to the 30. So a good run.
Good run there, 6 yards on first down for Sam Gapp. Thunder facing a second down and 4 now as the defense chant. Leaf goes to the other sidelines here, maybe bringing some less rain. At least that's the hope over there for you. You can hear some different sound from us on the sidelines here tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The handoff goes up the middle and not much doing. Ollie Kritzberger there to stop the Thunder up the middle on the give. Gapp going to carry it again, and it's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. So a short gain will be a third down for Polk County West.
Lance Kritzberger was also there. Kesselberg also showing up on the tackle, so good job by the Cougars defense.
Lance Kritzberger with the tackle, right, Leaf? That's what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, Lance. You got it. We thank those who are tuning in on KRJB and also on YourLiveEvent.com, having some fun in high school football from East Grand Forks tonight. The handoff gives to Gapp. Nowhere to go. The Cougars defense coming up big that time, and Ollie Kritzberger with another big defensive play for the Cougars. Bring up fourth down for Polk County West as they lose yardage all the way back to the 29-yard line. It's a loss of 3.
Good read by the defense there. Way to just push through, and huge tackle, and not letting the Cougars aren't going to let the Thunder have any momentum to even try to get something like Coach was talking about there before we came back into the game.
Bo Fetting is back deep to receive the kick. Brundon's going to kick it. Vetting has 1 punt return this season, 60 yards and a touchdown. The kick's away by Brundon. It's high in the air. Fetting will call for the fair catch. He holds onto it. Now, 44-yard line is where the ball will be spotted. Now, some people will get a little nervous when a Fetting is back to receive a kick. They play a lot of baseball. I've learned that you just don't worry about it. They're going to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, you got
his older brother Braden did that all the time, and you got worried about how's that going to work. Well, Bo showed it last week. He can do it too. In fact, he called out his brother during that too, so it makes it fun. Anyway, a punt for Polk County West to start the second half. Thunderbirds, Monoman Waban, by the way, they are in action against Walker Acatac Akeley. They were up 20-0 at halftime. Ada-Borup-West Cougar football with 10 minutes to play third quarter. Leading 12-0, they have the ball. And Aiden Markison tripped up as he rolls back on first down. Now we'll tuck and run. He will go across the 45-yard line and make something out of nothing. Positive yardage up to midfield on first down.
Good pursuit, and like you said, when you take something that didn't quite work out and turn it into yards, hey, that works out okay.
Aiden Markison, 6 carries now in the game, and going to move the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line of the Thunder. So Aiden Markison going to get 6 yards at second down and 4. Just across a few miles away over at the Alaris Center, we got Eric Church, Leaf. A little concert going on here tonight in the big city of Grand Forks.
They've been hosting a couple of big concerts lately.
Well, Luke Combs a couple weeks ago. They have a little football game tomorrow in Grand Forks as well. We've got a flag down in the backfield. False start going to be on Ada-Borup-West, and that 6-yard gain they had on first down will be a loss of 5 here on this false start penalty.
Well, that's going to kill that round here buzz on that one.
Nice. Dang it. You know, I had a list of songs, and I was going to start working them in, but you did a great job, and you used a clean one, because that's almost like a cold one outside. There's 2 of them. I think that's our max. I don't know if we can go anymore. Homeboy. There's 3. Done. Move the ball back to the 44-yard line. Ada-Borup-West will be faced now with a second down and 8 yards. They'll split receivers each way. Aiden Markison, the junior quarterback, a rushing score tonight. And on the snap, flags go flying again. Encroachment this time on the defense, it appears. And if that's the case, then it's just a horse apiece. You're thinking of an Eric Church song you were going to try to work in there, and you can't for offsides.
No, I can't.
Well, you could be singing some Springsteen, maybe. There, that's 5. That's too much. Are we going too hard on it?
I'd be a lot warmer if my heart was on fire.
Heart on fire. Good work. 6. Polk County West with a 5-yard variety penalty there, and so ball back to the 49-yard line.
By the way, I think the rain has let up some.
The rain has let up some, and there's a little teeny breeze out there. I'm sure you can feel it.
Oh, I can feel it.
12-0, and it's getting real choppy here, as you can tell. Just under 9 minutes to play third quarter, and the score 12-0 in favor of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, leading the Polk County West Thunder. Inverted wishbone. They hand the ball off. This is Ollie Kritzberger. Lost the football. It comes flying out, and the Thunder have it. Or did they not? They thought they had it. They do have it. Cougars went flying in, but it is in the sure hands of Landon Denny. And a fumble after a big gasher there by Kritzberger. And I was about to say he's holding on to it great, but then he was popped right in the shoulder, and the ball came loose. That's a greased pig out there.
Mike Gapp was the one who chased after it and grabbed the ball. And that was a huge pop, and the ball bounced around. The floor is wet. I'm going to call it the floor, Kevin.
You can.
That's tough.
In the third quarter, it's Denny getting the football away from the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Both teams were back and forth with penalties, and now with a fumble, it's Thunder football at the 40-yard line. Their own 40. First down and 10, send a man in motion. A little bit of push from Catlett up the middle, and they'll give to Gap. Flag coming down to the backfield. Sam Gap to the 46-yard line. Ball comes loose. They're going to blow the whistle. It was down, but the flag is down to the backfield, Leaf.
Yeah, you might be able to hear Coach Tinjum saying it. It's a block in the back. They want to push the Thunder back.
Yep. Yeah, he's not one to shy away from telling the officials what the call is. I don't think any of the coaching staff on either side are afraid of speaking here tonight. But
oh, they're going to call it a hold.
Oh. Coach Tinjum trying to tell the official it was a block in the back.
Well, I also saw it.
And the official wants to say a hold, and they're going to call a hold on the field. What did you see, Leaf?
I saw a block in the back, about 5 yards back from where the flag is.
Okay, and they did move the flag forward, by the way.
Right, and it was the umpire who made that call, so that's a little bit interesting as well, because, again, for folks who can't see on KRJB, we talked about this multiple times, but the umpire is on the offensive backfield trying something for a few years to see what the Federation says at the national level.
Got it. Receivers each way, sending a man in motion, Rorick. Back to pass, it's going to be, inside give. And this is going to be Mike Gap, not much doing, gets back to the 30-yard line, really no gain on the play. Defensive play for the Cougars has been just strong here this evening.
Ryan Hoven doing a good job stepping up and making that play.
Nick Gap on the carry, not much doing there. Second down and 20 now. For the Polk County West Thunder, that was their 5th penalty in the football game. Mike Gap. I said Nick. What did I say Nick for?
I don't know why you said Nick.
Tell you what, good thing I got Liam up here, because that dude, he is a star. He's just pointing everything out to me. He's just living the life. I'm happy for him. We should just I'm thinking Liam on the road. Liam, Leaf, and Kevin on the road. We could have a tour. Be great. In the pistol formation, Zaverill turns, fakes the handoff, will fire. Over the middle, going for Mike Gap. Incomplete. I think that's the only time I've called him Nick, too, by the way. It goes in the area of Gap. It's incomplete. As Cougars were there in coverage, but good pass by Zaverill, just through the hands. Again, it's tough to haul in tonight.
Yeah, it's just really tough. I mean, we can keep saying it. I'm glad you haven't mentioned that I haven't put on your rain gear, Kevin. But,
no, you haven't put on my rain gear.
It's soaking out here.
Yeah, I've asked you multiple times. I got a poncho in the truck. I got an umbrella. I got full rain gear, frog dogs.
That this was going to happen.
You weren't expecting. I told you it's going to rain tonight.
You told me it was going to rain.
Yeah, and you said your jacket works kind of well against the rain. Oh, my goodness, kid. That's why Liam's here. He's keeping us in line. 3rd 20 for the Polk County West Thunder. Struggling offensively here tonight. They'll send a man in motion. Now they give on 3rd down. Sam Gap gets the handoff. He'll cut up field, and he is tackled and thrown down by Bo Fetting. Bo Fetting came up, and 2-leg takedown throws down the ball carrier Gap. It was a gain of 11 yards. It'll be 4th down and 9.
Oh, the scoreboard will stay at 12. I thought they were going to give him 2 for that.
For a 2-leg takedown, yeah, if it's wrestling. Yes, of course. He got him up and threw him down. There could have been a scenario there, too, with a little aggressive, but...
Well, you also have to be careful on that. You know, I'm all about rough football, but you got to be careful about how that tackle happens and don't stand over him and all that fun stuff.
Yep. It's all part of the deal. Brundon going to kick the ball away. And it is going to be Bo Fetting with the receiving of the punt. He spins immediately on the reception, but he's brought down by the Polk County West Thunder. A gain to about the 36-yard line, and that'll be where the Cougars will have it. 6:44 to play, third quarter, leading 12-0 over the Polk County West Thunder here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. So Thunder will punt the football away again, and that was a very aggressive tackle. Like you say, you got to be careful with it, but it's football, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. Rorick with a nice grab onto Fetting and holding him back and making that tackle, so you got to appreciate that.
Ball at the 36, Cougars 1st down and 10. They fumbled on their last possession. Ollie Kritzberger lost the handle on it. So we've had 5 fumbles tonight, 4 on the Thunder, 1 on the Cougars, and all have been lost. Not this forced fumble and then get it back on it. All of the fumbles have been lost here tonight. Cougar football. Inverted wishbone. They'll have one back deep. That's Fetting. Marcuson under center. Receivers each way. Turn and hand the ball off. Bo Fetting, not much doing. Again, inside, it's just kind of a pile there as the Thunder cloud around the offensive line of the Cougars, and it'll be no gain on the play or a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
I was going to say the Thunder accumulate around him.
I used cloud. You went with accumulate. I mean, it all works. It's meteorological terms. I'm not
and
sure
it's raining.
Yeah.
It's raining sideways.
It could be raining sideways, but it isn't because it's not windy. I mean, maybe it is out there. I'm not sure.
It's the slight breeze.
I'm not in the element. I'm not in the element, you know.
That Canadian wind.
You got to be careful. We're not far. We're not far, you know.
Oh, I know we're not far. We're in Grand Forks.
East
Grand Forks.
That's right.
Eric Church is in Grand Forks.
He is. He's creeping. 7. Here's a handoff. No, Marcus is going to keep himself, and it's a no-go. Big-time tackle made by the defense of the Polk County West Thunder. Alex Hart delivering the boom as Marcuson was trying to boot around, and there was nothing to boot it. He went down at the 28-yard line. A loss on the play, and it's 3rd down and long. I think
Once
he's going to
again,
lose 7.
You know, we talked about this, Kevin. We talked about it in the first half, talked about it with Coach. That front line of this Thunder defense is strong, and they got a good read on the Cougars. I don't know what Coach Tingham and the Cougars need to do. Maybe they need to go to the edge. If they can go to the air, that might work. But, wow, great job up front for this defense.
Some team is going to come away unbeaten after tonight. The other's going to see their first loss. And the Cougars need to hustle the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and 18 back in their own 28-yard line. 5 minutes to play, third quarter, leading 12-0. Marcuson under center, back to pass. He'll step up, a 3-step drop, goes to the air. He looks for his intended target, Spaeth, incomplete. Good coverage by Rorick there. Spaeth went try to create some contact. There was none. An incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great coverage for Rorick and Spaeth, like you said, trying to make a move in. But I feel like if he'd have stopped and maybe pivoted in, 1, Rorick would have flown by. 2, he might have had the ball.
Right.
But that's not how it happened.
It isn't. And so there we go. So it'll be 4th down. Cougars will go 3 and out, punt formation. Spaeth back in punt formation. Will get the clean snap and kick it away. Not a great kick. It's going to take a bounce that'll benefit the Cougars a little bit. Back into Thunder territory. It actually catapults about 5-6 yards back to the 46-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Thunder. We'll see if the offense of the Thunder can get something going. Their drive summary: fumble, fumble, punt, fumble, fumble, end of the half, punt, punt. We haven't had a score since 11:55 in the second quarter. Thunder ball on their own 46. It'll be 1st down and 10. 2 earned 1st downs. That's the number, Blake. That's the number. It's not great. 4 turnovers. Got that going for them. See if the Thunder can reverse the course here as they'll come out in the shotgun Zavarol, and we'll see a flag to start. As we'll have a false start on the Polk County West Thunder. Official, the dead ball call, and 5-yard variety penalty. It is the 6th penalty on Polk County West tonight. As the rain is relentless here in East Grand Forks. It's not like it's like heavy rain, Leaf. It's just continual.
continual rain. It was heavy early on.
It sure was. It's a little less now. It's dissipated ever so slightly. But it should have been done over an hour ago.
According to Coach.
Yeah, and he knew at that time. As we know, Liam's got the updated National Weather Service here, and he says it's going to rain till about 10 o'clock. And then it might rain a little more after that. Sending a man in motion on first down and 15. Now they give to Sam Gap. He'll get away from one tackler, slips away from another, and then Lance Kritzberger got him in his grasp. No gain on the play. It'll be second down for Polk County West.
Both Kritzbergers were there.
Ollie too?
All two of them.
They fly in there. Look at this. 40% chance of rain showers into Saturday. 7:16 in the morning is what Coach was trying to tell us. That's what it is. It all makes sense. No, it's even there, 20% chance of rain. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. Although we know we've got to climb out of the drought somehow.
A little late.
I mean, it is.
It's the 1st of October. It could be snow.
It could be. Exactly. Well, here we go. Second down and 13. They're going to give 2 yards to Sam Gap. Now a quick handoff. This is going to be Mike Gap. He'll cut it up, and he's going to run into the arms of Hoven. Ada-Borup-West on the outside edge, playing contain, and Hoven brings him down. Nice tackle made by Ryan Hoven on the outside for Ada-Borup-West. Gap is going to get to the 47-yard line. He's going to pick up 4 on the play. Mike Gap with 4, and that'll bring up third down.
One thing I'd like to see a little more, Kevin, from both teams, I think they're stringing it out maybe a little too far. If they cut up and go north and south, which is the way this field lays, I think they'll get a few more yards out of that deal.
The Thunder will break the huddle. Third down and 9 from the 47. Just over 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. Cougars 12, Thunder nothing. What's been good old-fashioned slobber knocker here as of late. Fake the handoff, now give to Sam Gap. Need 9 yards. Sam Gap's going to washing machine spin your way to the 45-yard line into Cougar territory. It'll be 4th down and 1 after a gain of 8 yards and a good hard-fought run there by Sam Gap.
Hoven leading the tackle and then joined by a few other players, including, looked like that was Leeseth there, along with maybe Kritzberger coming in at the end.
I believe so. Paik Leeseth coming in for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and making some impacts defensively as they rotate in a couple of guys out there. So 4th down and a yard for the Thunder. They're at the Cougar 45. Inverted wishbone. Receivers each way. Deep back is Gap. They'll give Sam Gap. First down and more! Sam Gap to the open field. Touchdown, Polk County West. With 2:11 to go, third quarter. Sam Gap to the end zone as he bursts free, a 45-yard touchdown.
The O-line created the great hole for that dive, and Gap had nothing but space to work with and run through. Great job there for the Thunder to finally get on the board. As a Thunder fan out there, I'm sure you're pretty happy with that one. And we still got a quarter and change to play. There's a lot of football here.
Well, the Thunder will kick the extra point as Rorick will kick. The extra point hold is Sam Gap. Snap, spot, kick, up, kick is good. And it is 12-7. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
If you need lunch or dinner for a meeting or a get-together on short notice, Subway Ada can put together a great meal quickly. They have party platters, cookies, chips, soups, and beverage options. They have box lunches as well that they can put together for your group. Subway Ada builds it the way you want it with fresh bread and fresh veggies. Think of Subway Ada when you need catering for any occasion, large or small. Subway Ada, the home of fresh. 784-SUBS or 784-7827. Subway Ada, eat fresh.
2:11 to play third quarter. It is 12-7. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West. Third quarter to play here in East Grand Forks. Third quarter with 2:11 to play. The Polk County West Thunder went for it on 4th down, and they get it. They needed a yard, and Sam Gap got them 45 and 6 points, plus a Rorick extra point kick, making it 12-7. And the Thunder are a touchdown away from taking the lead in this ballgame. That's where Coach Tingham at halftime mentioned those extra points that the Cougars failed on. Would really like to see that go in that first half. Ball is loose, jumping on top of it. Cougars will down the football as Austin McCraven jumps on it just across the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West 2:11 to play, third quarter.
Good job for the freshmen to get a read on that and decide that they'll take the ball there and they'll work with it down the field.
Ultimately just holding on to the ball, right? You just
right.
Now we'll see. It's been a defensive battle, and we've seen turnovers play a factor tonight. So what will the Cougars do as they come out 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, leading by 5?
And if the ball stays dry, Kevin, which it won't for very long, but they'll switch it out, I think we might see the Cougars go to the air a little bit.
Coach mentioned at halftime they've been pushing for that. They've been the Thunder have been daring the Cougars to go to the air, and they have thrown the ball deep a couple times. Inverted wishbone, turn and hand the football off on first down. Bo Fetting blocks. First down, Moore. Truck stick out of bounds from the 45-yard line up to the 47-yard line. Gain of 17 on first down, and that'll be another first down. The first down brought to you by Mustang Seeds. Mustang Seeds, Scott Erickson, Jay Merkins ready for you. Planting your future, Mustang Seed.
Sam Gapp was the one to push him out of bounds, and we saw there, or at least I had a clear look at it, Kevin, is a couple of stiff arms from Bo Fetting. He kept off Rorick on the first tackle and was able to gain some more.
And I use the term truck stick, so at least it sounds like I know what video games are these days. Inverted wishbone. Receivers each way. 1st and 10 at the 47. They give again to Fetting. He'll slide ahead. Looks like he'll get to about the 48, so maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up second down.
None other than the Gap brothers.
The Gap Band. Now that's more like it. I wonder if they play instruments. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out if Sam and Mike play instruments, and they could be the Gap Band, and then we could be just having a great time.
I think they're having a good time.
Well, I think they are too. Playing football, they could do that. Minute 30 remains, third quarter. Cougars 12, Thunder 7. Polk County West on the board after the Sam Gack 45-yard touchdown on a fourth down. Big play for Polk County West. Back to give on a second down and gashing the defense a little bit. Another give up the middle to Bo Fetting. Fetting charges across into Thunder territory, and slow to get up is Ollie Kritzberger of the Cougars, and that's not a good thing.
Well, at least the Thunder, they know what's going on. He's cramping up there, and they're trying to help him out a little bit.
It's going to be a 7-yard gain for Bo Fetting. And there's going to be an injury timeout on the field. We'll take it as well on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Cougars 12, Thunder 7, 1:04 to play third quarter on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Well, Ollie Kritzberger coming off the sidelines out of our timeout from Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. Leaf, did you get a chance to see Ollie come off? Was it a cramp, you think?
Yeah, it was a cramp. He was just trying to work it out of his leg, and that's when you have the cold, rain, wind, and then you're running around, you're slipping around on the turf. You slip a little wrong, so you hope not to pull anything, but definitely a cramp.
Injury timeout, so no timeout used by the Cougars or the Thunder in this case. Movement on the Cougars. Looks like Reyes jumped on that left side. He's standing up next to his left tackle, Drew Peters, or left guard, Drew Peterson. But on a third down, it would have been 3rd and 2 at the 45-yard line. It's going to be a false start on Ada-Borup-West. It'll be their 4th penalty of the night. And 3rd down now and 7 for the Cougars.
Unfortunate there for the Cougars as the Thunders, the Rorick is out there trying to get the crowd going, and the team will try as well. And well, they jumped, so let's see if they can make the momentum shift in their possession here.
3rd down and 7 at midfield. Cougars getting the play call. Thunder fans making some noise on the grandstands, west side of the field. Cougars second, make it 3rd down and 7, mentioned at 50-yard line. Delayed handoff, Fetting, nowhere to go. Brought down in the backfield by Nick Brundon. He spins Fetting down, 4th down for the Cougars. Good defense by Nick Brundon, just solid.
Yeah, great tackle there by Brundon.
3rd quarter is coming to a close, and on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it reads, Ada-Borup-West 12, Polk County West 7. The Cougars will be 4th down when we come back to start the 4th quarter on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Ada-Borup Booster Club was formed in 1999 to promote and to support activities sponsored by the Ada-Borup School District and the community through volunteers as well as other means of support. The Ada-Borup Booster Club consists of parents, community members, and alumni. They meet monthly to plan and carry out fundraising activities. Monies raised by the Booster Club are used to support the students in academics, athletics, fine arts, and other activities. To learn more about the Ada-Borup Booster Club, visit the Ada-Borup Booster Club Facebook page. If you're an Ada business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in Ada. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information at how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
4th quarter football with little Eric Church playing here at the home of the Green Wave. It's Polk County West, the Thunder trailing Ada-Borup-West 12-7. The Cougars lead it. Cougars punting to start the 4th quarter. It'll be a kick away by Cameron Spaeth, and a good kick at that. It's going to, take a Thunder bounce and will go down at about the 27-yard line. It bounced at like the 21 or 22-yard line and went backwards, so a little backspin on that one from Spaeth. 4th quarter football, Thunder have the momentum, trailing 12-7, but they scored on that big play by Sam Gapp. And we'll see what happens here. They get the first touch of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and we'll see if the Cougar defense can step up here and make a stop. I think on that score, Kevin, I think maybe they got a little complacent is the word I'm going to use. And so got to make sure that they're fired up and ready to go, especially after a big punt like that. Well, we'll see.
Thunder, 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Split receivers. They're going to send 2 to the left. Quarterback Zavarol's under center, 2 backs behind him. 1st down and 10 for Polk County West. They turn, they hand the football off, and they give right side some speed, and should be a 1st down for Polk County West as Sam Gapp, he'll get up to the 36-yard line, and it will be a 1st down. The 1st downs are brought to you by our friends at Agramax. Agramax, 1st down for the Polk County West Thunder.
Lance Kritzberger along with Bo Jorgensen, making the tackle.
Absolutely. So it is a gain. They're going to move it up to the 37. It's officially an 11-yard gain for Sam Gapp. And a 1st down is number 3 on the night for Polk County West. So Thunder not in a hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. 11:20 to play in the ball game. 12-7. The Cougars lead the Thunder. Thunder football. Zavarol under center. He'll turn it, hand it off. This is Sam Gapp again, right side. Gapp gets to the outside. Big lead there by the offensive line. Gapp corralled at the 45, 46-yard line. He'll gain 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down, but another nice run by Sam Gapp.
A couple of Cougars were there to kind of make some hits, but ultimately finished off by Ryan Hoven.
Time to dig in with the focus. Valley Vision Clinic, Dr. Dave Solsing, the Valley Vision Clinic at Ada. 7844091. Get your eyes examined today. Daily disposable contacts, that's a good thing to do. I've got those myself from Valley Vision Clinic at Ada. Reminding you to stay focused, get your eyes examined, schedule an appointment today. Inverted wishbone formation for the Thunder. Receivers split, they give. First man is Mike Gapp. Mike to the midfield stripe, 4 yards. 1st down, Thunder.
None other than Ollie Kritzberger on the tackle.
Well, good to have Ollie back out there for the Cougars, again with that cramping situation. Thunder earn another first down and will have the ball. Well, they're going to say to the 49-yard line. So really only a 3-yard gain there for Mike Gap. 10 minutes to play in the football game. Cougars by 5, 12-7. As Polk County West with the football, the Thunder will break the huddle, ball at their own 49-yard line. Hear the birthday boy Kenley Wallin there in the background. On this October 1st day. Good day to celebrate Kenley's birthday. Turn and hand the football off. Sam Gap brought down to the backfield, and who is it? Ollie Kritzberger. My heavens! Ollie Kritzberger with a tackle. And a loss of 2 for Gap. He came and shot the Gap and brought down Sam in the backfield.
Just a great read by the defense there, able to break through that and kind of serving a little of the medicine that the Thunder had been serving by reading those gaps, Kevin, and diving through.
Well, it was a nice play there defensively, no doubt about it for the Cougars. Now we'll see if the Thunder can answer. We've seen the Thunder explode on a big play. They average 43 points per game. Both teams, not hitting their stride offensively the way that they like tonight. But definitely a high-scoring team in the Thunder. They can score in a quick way. They've shown it tonight already. See if they can put something together. 2nd down and 12. Back at the 47. Man in motion. Handed off Zavral. He gives it. This is Mike Gap. Finds a spot, gets through, slips away from one tackler and 2, and a first down. He's all the way to the 39 of the Cougars. Nice run by Mike Gap. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Ryan Hoven is there to make the play for the Cougars, and the Thunder just finding the right spots in that offensive line. You got to give credit to the old linemen.
That first down is brought to you by our friends. Oh, there we go. Agramax, there. We got it figured out. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, my bad. Okay, we got it figured out. Agramax first down. Thanks, Agramax, with another first down for the Thunder. 5 of them today. That's what Liam's here for. He's teaching me everything about this stuff. Inverted wishbone, hand it as Zavral takes the snap. He'll turn and give. Fumble the football, the ball's loose. And it looks as though Ollie Kritzberger has the recovery. For the 3rd time today, Ollie Kritzberger has recovered a fumble. And that's not a happy Coach Bicklem on the sideline for the purple-clad Thunder. 5 fumbles, all lost by the Thunder here tonight.
Got to just credit the Cougars once again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
the ball came
just a huge hit and causing these fumbles tonight. I mean, weather playing a factor, of course, but
so
the defense doing their job.
And I saw the ball come loose there. The collision. It wasn't on the football. The ball just came loose.
No, right.
Just enough to pop the hand free or whatever. But Kritzberger, another big play defensively, grabbed the football, and the Cougars have it 1st down and 10. See if they can do something with this at their own 39-yard line. Marcuson hands it to Bo Fetting. He spins down, no gain. 2nd down upcoming for the Cougars as he went off to the left.
Gap is there and help along with Zach Fenno as Fenno cramps up in the calf.
And these are things that do happen from time to time. No gain for Fetting on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and we'll take this injury timeout as well. No, we won't, because Fenno's back up. How about that? He's quick. We don't even need to get to that timeout, unless the officials are going to give it a timeout. Looks like they're going to allow a very brief moment there. It is 12-7. Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West. 4th quarter of play. 8:30 remains in this 4th quarter. The Thunder have fumbled it, as mentioned, 5 times, turned it over 5 times. Kritzberger, then Jorgensen, then Kritzberger, then Reyes, then Kritzberger with fumble recoveries for the Cougars. The Cougars did turn it over on a fumble here in the 3rd quarter when Landon Denny was able to jump on it for the Thunder. And now we see Fenno go back down. He's getting worked on the field. So with that, let's take a quick timeout. It is 12-7, Ada-Borup-West leading Polk County West on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Back out of the timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading the Polk County West Thunder 12-7, 8:28 to play in the ball game. Cougars break the huddle. On a 2nd and 10, they pitch it left side to Bo Fetting. Down the Cougar sidelines, Fetting, first down, stays on his feet into Thunder territory, crossing the 45-yard line, and looks like they'll mark him down at the 42-yard line. A nice piece of running there by Bo Fetting, and a first down for the Cougars on a gain of 19 yards.
David Larson on the tackle and push out.
Cougars with a first down is their 9th first down of the football game, and again, the first down is brought to you by Mustang Seed. Mustang Seed, planting your future. Talk with, of course, the fine folks at Mustang Seed, Jay Merkin, Scott Erickson. You can call Jay at 218-415-0987. Rain continues to fall here in East Grand Forks on the turf. Homecoming for the Polk County West Co-op. That is for football. East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. The Climax, Shelley, and Fisher school districts all having homecoming. All were recognized at halftime. Well done by the staff here to get everybody in, including the Sacred Heart Hall of Fame inductees, too. It's a big-time halftime here in East Grand Forks tonight. Handoff on 1st and 10 from the 42. Cougar football. Bo Fetting crosses the 40, and he gets up to the 39-yard line of the Thunder. Cougars not going to be in any hurry here, Leaf. They want to just churn the clock, but they want this drive to end in the end zone.
Right, exactly. Good job by Brundon. Mike Gapp leading the tackle there, and the Thunder are going to try everything in their power to not let that happen.
Thunder, really solid defense. They allow only 117 yards of offense per game, and Cougars almost had that at halftime. The second half has not been impressive by either team except for the Sam Gapp 45-yard touchdown on a 4th down. 2nd down and 7. They pitch it to Fetting left side. Good defense, good pursuit to the football by the Thunder, but Fetting keeps staying on his feet eventually with 9 out of the 11 jerseys of the Thunder to the football there. The pursuit brings down the ball carrier at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2.
Montana Jorgensen leading the tackle there, and Fetting did the right thing, in my opinion, Kevin, and a lot of players don't think about this, but he kept spinning. He's wet and slick, and he's quick, so he's able to slide away. So if you just keep spinning, you're going to get away from all these guys that try to tackle you if they're not tackling properly.
You may have heard of a running back named Emmitt Smith from the NFL, Leaf.
No, I'm unfamiliar.
Okay, well, he's a Hall of Famer. He's pretty good. He kept spinning, right, and he always would spin too, and he would always take the brunt of a hit with his back rather than the front side. A way to protect the football and himself. Bo Fetting, halfback option pass. He's going back to the quarterback, Markison. Caught! Markison, 20-yard line out of bounds. And a first down on a 3rd and 9. The halfback option pass. And Bo Jorgensen and Bo Fetting, the Bows, jumping up and down and celebrating on a big 3rd down play. 21 yards and a first down.
Really like that play. Nice job, and I wonder if it would have been a little different. I know there was one defender that came into the backfield, and he might have had a chance to hit Fetting, but he decided to let up. I don't know if it would have been a penalty or not. I don't think it would have, but that could have changed that play for sure.
That's a big play. Big play for the Cougars. And it'll be a first down now at the 20-yard line with 6 minutes to play. It is 1st and 10 Cougars, leading 12-7. They give the Bo Fetting, who spins out of a tackle, spins out of another, delivers a hit inside the 15. Ball came loose as it rolls out of bounds.
That was really close. That one was stripped. It was being intentionally stripped, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to go for the football, man.
And then it rolls out of bounds, last possessed by the Cougars, so it stays with them out of bounds, and it should stop the clock. It does.
Okay, 4-yard play then to the 16-yard line, and Bo Fetting lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down for the Cougars. Ada-Borup-West just inside 6 minutes to play, leading 12-7 on a rainy night in October. Sending a man to the right side, receiver Spaeth. Left side is DeVos. Deep back is Fetting. He'll follow the lead blockers, blowing up a hole. The defense of the Polk County West Thunder. Sam Gapp bringing down Bo Fetting for a loss on the play. In fact, a side judge actually going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Hard hit by Gapp. Fetting was trying to spin away from that one again, but Gapp said, no, I've got you around the waist and you're coming down to the ground with me.
Having fun here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com in the rain here this evening.
You know, Kevin, I know Eric Church is playing over there in Grand Forks, but Eddie Rabbit once said that he loves a rainy night.
Yes.
Tonight, I am not so encouraged by that song.
5:17 remains here in the 4th quarter. Cougars 3rd down and 6. Aiden Markison brought down to the backfield. And he's brought down by Nick Brunden all the way back at the 25-yard line. That's a loss of 24-yard line, a loss of 8 on the play.
That's a big sack. The Thunder really needed that to kind of get that fire back in their belly, and the Cougars might be hanging their head a little bit, but they're in good field position still, Kevin, so they can't get too down on themselves, and the clock runs, so they've got to come out of this huddle and hurry up on 4th and 13.
Clock running, 4:35 remains. Thanks to those watching and listening wherever you are here tonight. I know some of the local establishments have tuned us in. We appreciate you watching wherever you are here tonight and listening as well. And a timeout taken by Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars lead the Thunder with a 12-7 with 4:22 to play in the game. 4th down and 13 for the Cougars when we come back on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
It's getting loud here in East Grand Forks. Out of the timeout from Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. 4th down and 13 for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Markison steps up in the pocket, gets away from one defender, gets away from another, and he is brought down short of the first down. He's inside the 20. They're going to mark him down to the 16-yard line, so he gets 8 yards back, but it'll be a 4th down. And let's zoom in on the camera, the clock there, and give the folks watching at home the opportunity to see. 12-7, Cougars leading the Thunder with 4:14 to play here in this 4th quarter. It'll be Thunder football.
Cougars really going to have to step up the defense here, although the Thunder have a long way to the other end of the field, Kevin. But it's football. Anything can happen in American football.
From their own 16-yard line, Polk County West football. Thunder in the shotgun, quarterback Zavarol. He'll turn and hand the football off. Looked like the ball got loose, but the Cougars there defending and bringing down the ball carrier in the backfield. It'll be a loss on the play, but it could have been a loss of the football as Sam Gap holds on, but a loss on the play.
A host of Cougars there just swallowing up Gap.
Actually, they're just going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, Leaf. Sorry.
All good.
Good. Thanks, pal.
You bet.
Ball back at the 16, 2nd down. Clock running. The Thunder have all 3 timeouts remaining, 3:40 to play, as the Cougars have the lead by 5. A touchdown for the Thunder would give them the lead. Gap is going to be the running back to the right of quarterback Zavarol. Safe to remind you that Gap was the quarterback in last year's offense for the Thunder. He'll get it. Pitch goes to the quarterback, the direct snap to the running back, in this case, not quarterback, Gap. He stays on his feet. He does go out. He does go down as he goes down at the 19-yard line. It's 3 yards gained. He tried to do his best to stay on his feet, and if he did, it would have been off to the races, but he was down with a knee at the 19, gain of 3.
Thunder are going to have to speed up their offense a little bit, Kevin, because the back judge here was counting, and he was nearly counted out 5 there. And so they just got to pay attention on that clock. Otherwise, they're going to lose some yards, and you don't want that.
So we've got, blame it on the rain. That's another one we could have Milli Vanilli this thing tonight. My gosh, you got to get that ready, guys. Blake's going to get it ready. I know he's going to. 2:37. Oh, I love me some Millie, too. 2:37 to play in the football game. 3rd down and 7. Gap, passing, caught by Rorick. This is a catch made by the Thunder. Isaac Zavarol. They tried the quarterback to receiver, running back quarterback mix up here. And a first down, Thunder with 2:24 to go.
Good job by the Thunder. I mean, blitz was on its way by the Cougars, Kevin, and so then they dropped back wide open there for Zavarol.
Yep.
And I mean, just a great play. And then I was checking to make sure there weren't any flags in the backfield. There weren't any block in the backs. Good job.
Zavarol with a connection there, and it is a first down for Polk County West, their 6th of the game. That a connection of 18 yards, ball to the 38-yard line. First down and 10, Zavarol going to pitch, gap, hands it to Cullen Rorick. Right side on a reverse, big block down the field. Rorick going to scoot to the right, and big hit! Tackle made by the Cougars. Trenton Sipp comes in and says, no, I'll stop you on the outside. Big tackle made. It's a gain of a couple to the 40-yard line. Minute 46 remains. That was a big play by Sipp.
Timeout going to be taken by the Thunder, it looks like. And Rorick with the quick feet. He changed directions 3 times, Kevin. And so still able to get a few yards, but like you said, Sipp with a big hit.
So the ball is stopped at the 40. It'll be a second down when we come back out of the timeout on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Cougars 12, Thunder 7 with a minute 46 to play in the game. We're back after this.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax by calling 218-790-6375 or their main office at 891-2211.
12-7. Cougars leading the Thunder. Thunder football with a minute 46 to play here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Hey, thanks for tuning in. A battle of unbeatens and top 10 teams in Class A football tonight in East Grand Forks in the rain. Kevin Kochman, Leaf Bakken tonight from rainy East Grand Forks. Sending a man in motion, gap. They're going to give to Sam Gap, right side. He'll scoot for a first down to midfield, holds on to the ball. He's down at the 49-yard line with a minute 41 to play. And a first down for the Polk County West Thunder, a gain of 12 yards.
Kritzberger and Fetting there on the tackle for the Cougars. And that's another good play. Thunder marching down.
Got to get quick to the line of scrimmage. Minute 35 to play. Clock's running. 2 timeouts for each team remain. Cougars by 5. Quarterback Zavarol is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking, firing right side. Has a receiver. Pass is intercepted by the Cougars. It's picked up by Bo Fetting, and he slides into first base. What a great play by Bo Fetting, as if he was playing center field. He had his eyes on it the whole time, and he went and jumped it and picked it off with a minute 17 to play.
Rorick had his eyes on it as the offensive receiver, and he just didn't put the brakes on in time, Kevin. And as you mentioned, Fetting slides right through and slides down at the 40. Great job by the Cougars.
Huge defensive play by Ada-Borup-West. They needed something since their offense has been rather stagnant in the second half, and they got a play. So now they have to hold on to the football. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 17 to go. Ball is spotted at the 38-yard line for the Cougars. Cougars have receivers each way. Inverted wishbone, the quarterback under center is Marcuson. Handed off to Bo Fetting. Let Bo go. 9, maybe 10, flag comes flying in. And it might be a little extracurriculars possibly. We'll see what the call is.
Might be a face mask on the tackle. I didn't see where his hands were. That was Rorick on the tackle.
All right. Holding, or call maybe a horse collar. Officials have been doing a couple of different things here. Personal foul, horse collar on the Thunder. So it was on the tackle. Not necessarily egregious, just that's the penalty.
And I need to go back and watch that one because I apparently wasn't paying attention. I guess I didn't see the horse collar, but I'm also not wearing stripes, and it doesn't matter what I think.
That's right, Leaf. It doesn't matter what you think. Hey, timeout on the field. Minute 10 to play in this fourth quarter. It is 12-7 Cougars. They have the ball and a fresh set of downs on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back to East Grand Forks after this.
Buying, building, or remodeling a home is a big financial commitment and can be stressful. Hi, this is Kim Peters, personal banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'll keep it simple when it comes to purchasing or remodeling your home. I'll be your local American Federal banker, providing local servicing and support with online and mobile application options. For your next mortgage, visit with me at American Federal Bank, Highway 9 South Ada, or apply at AmericanFederalBank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kevin Kochman, Leaf, Bakken on the field here today for the matchup with Ada-Borup-West, Polk County West. At moments, a dud, but in the end, it's been a rather entertaining contest between two unbeatens, top 10 teams in the state of Minnesota. And we have Liam Larson helping us out doing the behind-the-scenes work and camera efforts here today with YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back in the studios, KRJB, with the broadcasts here this evening. And the Cougars with 1:10 to play. There's one timeout remaining for the Thunder, and the Cougars will go ahead and put a knee down, and the Thunder are going to give everything they can to try to get the ball out. And they rush the center. Not exactly the thing that teams are super happy about when it goes that way, but Dylan Gunderson looks like he's maybe a little slow to get up after the Thunder came after him on the snap. Gunderson is slow to get up, and he's not getting up right now. He's sitting.
Holding his helmet.
Yeah, he got bum rushed there. When a team is going to give it up, it's one of those scenarios, and hey, I understand competitive nature, but we don't need people getting hurt in scenarios like this on a kneel down. Dylan Gunderson's being attended to on the field, and it is 12-7 in favor of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, leading Polk County West. And Dylan Gunderson being attended to on the field. He is the center. Backup would be Trenton Sipp in the event that they need it. And so this is KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The Cougars trying to kneel it out in essence now. This timeout was taken by Polk County West. They don't have any more timeouts. And here Millie Vanilli is coming across, so we are happy about that, if there's anything, and we hope that Dylan's fine on the field. But, again, credit to Blake and the staff here. They did a great job. Polk County West hosts 2 games a year here with the agreements with East Grand Forks, and Sacred Heart gets a chance to utilize this, and Blake and the crew did a great job getting it ready. Press box was open at an unbelievable time. We appreciate it. It's been a fun time as always, plus it's always nice to be in the dry press box on a rainy night.
My name is Leaf, so hopefully this water will help me grow.
There you go. There's something about that foliage out there.
Something about it.
And good that Dylan is up. He's walking off the field. Dylan Gunderson, center for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. 5-point lead for the Cougars at 12-7. Again, we had, if it wasn't raining, we'd have been able to utilize, I took the time, to set up our scoreboard cameras. So we'd actually would have had the scoreboard in play all game. But with the rain happening, it's just kind of a failure. And then with 1:08 left to go, it's not necessarily worth it. But I tell you what, my guy Liam, he did a great job here tonight, Leaf.
Yeah.
First time running it. He's just fantastic. I would have just given him the microphone and let him broadcast. He'd have done a heck of a lot better job than I did. But he shakes his head. But, give it time.
Hey, he's into the video side of things and likes that. And as an 8th grader, hope that he continues to keep interest in this. And we're proud of the job he did.
Yeah, we weren't sure how it was all going to go here today, but Liam did a great job, and he took what my expectations were and he sent it through the roof. So kudos to you, Liam. Thank you so much for helping us out. Hey, so Liam, does homecoming happen now? I mean, is there going to be a dance and stuff like that? 9 through 12, so you can't even do that? All right, shoot. Yeah, great times, great fun, and homecoming. Hall of Fame for Sacred Heart, too. It was really fun to see this all happen as the Cougars put a kneel down, and they could do it one more time and run out the clock here on a rainy night in East Grand Forks. In our post-game show, we'll have post-game comments and coaches and players to join us, so stick around. We'll make it fair to him, Leaf, and try not to keep him out in the rain too terribly much, but I'm sure you can have some excited players on the Cougars side, and you'll have Coach Bicklum on the Thunder side for certain, too, as well. So stick around here as the clock will go final. After 3 kneel downs from Markison. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the final here in East Grand Forks, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars will remain unbeaten. A 12-7 win over the Polk County West Thunder on 106.5 KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us. Our post-game report is coming up from Home Crown Realty on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in company with others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Ada, with the commitment to senior living you've come to expect from Benedictine. As a member of the Benedictine organization, Benedictine Living Community Ada can offer personalized care to your loved ones while relying on the support and expertise of a larger network of professionals. We are proud of our community and we are proud to serve you. We are Benedictine. Learn more at benedictineliving.org/together.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben and Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Fall into savings on oil change and tires this month at Bitker Inc. The savings fall into your pocket with $10 off all Lucas oil change on your vehicles at Bitker Inc. Call to schedule your Lucas oil change and save the $10. Call Bitker Inc. 456-SHOP. That's 456-7467. Fall into more savings with Lucas oil changes at Bitker Inc. Oil change, tire repair, and new tires. Bitker Inc. Located between Ada and Halsted. Call Troy 456-7467.
Hey, we go to our post-game report here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The post-game report is being brought to you by Home Crown Realty, HomeCrownRealty.com. Post-game coaches' comments down on the field. Leif Bakken has the head coach of Polk County West Thunder football, Darren Bicklem, after the loss tonight.
Coach, tough loss. You guys came up with a really big run. That was a great job by Gap to get that 45-yard touchdown, and felt like a fire kind of came back into the belly of you guys, and you guys fought to the very end.
Yeah, we did. And, it's just the same thing again, 5 turnovers, and that's the story of the night. So, yeah, congratulations to Ada. They played a whale of a game, and it was a heck of a fought battle.
This isn't the end of the road. You've got a few things to learn from tonight. What comes up next for you guys?
Yeah, we have a LPA next, and we'll have to lick our wounds and get after it.
Well, it looks like you guys have a strong team. We knew that coming into this one, and like I said, your guys had a tough fight, and it's going to look forward to seeing you guys in the second half of this season. So best of luck.
Thank you much.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, thanks a lot, Leif. Leif Bakken joining us from the sidelines here as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars victorious over the Polk County West Thunder. Thunder head coach Darren Bicklem in our postgame report. Postgame report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and HomeCrownRealty.com as we again thank our guy Liam Larson, came up in the booth and helped us throughout the broadcast with the video and some of the technical stuff too. Did a great job. Good for Liam out there. Appreciate that. Home Crown Realty, HomeCrownRealty.com. Licensed in both Minnesota and North Dakota. Home Crown Realty ready to serve you. Buying or selling real estate trust, Home Crown Realty. They bring you our post-game report here this evening. Benedictine Living Community in Ada with our game summary. Now is our game summary. The Cougars and the Thunder. Ada-Borup-West remains unbeaten. The 6th-ranked team in the state of Minnesota Class A this week in the poll, knocking off unbeaten Polk County West, the number 5-ranked team this week. The Thunder came in unbeaten. It's like the Cougars knocked off unbeaten Mahnomen-Waubun last week. So the Cougars have knocked off 2 unbeatens in back-to-back weeks and improved to their own record of 5-0, getting into the second half of the high school football season in Minnesota. Well, we look at our game summary, and it was littered with, Blame It on the Rain, Milli Vanilli lyrics, and all the other different things we were using. For Polk County West, the turnover bug was too much. They fumbled it and lost it 5 times tonight. And the Cougars scored twice off turnovers. Bo Fetting sealed the deal with the 6th turnover in the game at the end. The Cougars' defense came in. They had turned over their opponent 5 times this entire season through 4 games, and tonight they do so 5 times against Polk County West. Ada-Borup-West led 12-0 at halftime. Polk County West was able to score in the third quarter. After the teams battled back and forth, a fumble, a punt, and a punt, the Thunder got the football back and had a drive at their own 46. They got a first down, and then on a 4th down and 1, Sam Gap rushes up the middle, breaks free to the end zone, a 45-yard touchdown. Made the extra point kick from Rourke, and it was 12-7 in favor of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Fourth quarter, Cougars had a long drive. They turn it over on downs. The Thunder then get it back and fumble the ball. And then the Cougars got it back to the Thunder. Thunder then would throw an interception. Cougars would run out the clock. And that would be the ball game. The Polk County West Thunder, after that long drive by the Cougars, they had the ball at their own 16, and they ran a nice drive. But again, a long pass attempt goes incomplete, and an interception by Bo Fetting. Fetting did a fantastic job picking off the pass, jumping up in front of it, and goes down. Cougars able to kneel it out in the ball game after a penalty on the Thunder. Penalties got the Thunder, but the turnover bug was the bigger factor here tonight. That's the game summary from the Benedictine Care Community, Benedictine Living Community, and Mission Court in Ada as the game summary here tonight. All part of our Home Crown Realty post-game report. We're going to have some players, coaches from the Ada-Borup-West Cougars join us. They are going to be out on the field with Leaf Bakken as the rain still falling here in East Grand Forks. We'll have final stats and more to come on the Home Crown Realty post-game report. The Cougars 12, the Thunder 7 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Post-game show from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Ada-Borup-West 12, Polk County West 7. The Cougars move to 5-0, remain unbeaten on this high school football season, while the Polk County West Thunder suffer their first loss here tonight. As it was a battle, no doubt about it. Home Crown Realty with our post-game report here tonight. Well, let's talk about our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy Line 3 pipeline replacement project complete and was flowing here as of today. Enbridge Energy. Learn more online at enbridgeenergy.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy player of the game, and Leaf Bakken, I bring you in as you're pumping up the jam down there on the halftime at half. I almost had half court at midfield. And in this one, I'm going Oliver Kritzberger with what a whale of a game he played, offensively, defensively, special teams. But he had 3 fumble recoveries and was in on just about every tackle out there tonight again.
Yeah, and we talk about the powerhouse that is the Kritzberger brothers. They're both in on a lot of tackles, along with Fetting, who we say their name a lot. So, it's just one of those things where I think Ollie deserves a lot of credit in that sense. And in tonight's game, he did a lot of things. He got a couple of runs as well. And I know that's a little bit not his forte, maybe a little bit out of his realm, I guess. And actually, as I say that,
he's right there.
They come walking up. So let's talk to Oliver first. And
no, you got to get on the picture first, right?
Oh, we got to do a picture. Oh, nope, we're all good. Ollie, you're our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Like last time when we talked in Walker, all over the field. You got a couple of runs, and you were able to make some really big tackles, and, obviously those big stops are what help win the game.
Yeah, Sam Gap is probably the best running back we faced all year. Our defense showed up. We allowed 2 very big plays, which almost came back to bite us, but in the end, we kind of came down, we focused, we stopped them.
And, one of the things that we were talking about is good to see you get back in. Do you get a little cramp up in the calf there?
Yeah, a little. I gotta eat my bananas.
More bananas, he says. And, it's what's it like for you guys? And I'll ask Trenton the same thing here, too, is you get to come up and play on a nice turf field, and they host you at a nice facility, and it was good football tonight. Good football on the 1st of October in the rain.
Yeah, probably the nicest field we play on besides, the Fargo Dome or U.S. Bank, but we won't even begin to talk about those. But, yeah, it's awesome to play here. It was a little rainy at first, but it kind of died down after a while, and you don't feel it after you start playing.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, and congratulations again on a big win and making some big tackles tonight. As Trenton Sip, you step up, and similar thing for you. You were in on a lot of the tackles tonight, and big on defense. And again, I think defense played really well tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, it was really good. Our defense really stepped it up when our offense was struggling a little bit. I'm just glad offense came back, stepped it up on O-line, and we managed to get the stop, get back, and get the win.
What was the difference between last week when you guys were playing Mahnomen-Waban and then this week when you guys are playing Polk County West? I mean, 2 ranked teams and both undefeated, and you're able to swipe that away from them.
Waban-Mahnomen, very strong, physical team, but I would say Polk County West, they beat them on physicality. They were a tough team. They hit hard. I'm just glad we came out with good defense and good mentality.
On your side of things, Trenton, what do you think you guys need to do as you prepare for next week's game?
Offense. Offensive line needs to improve. We got to work on not letting guys leak through on blitzes. Otherwise, we're just working on the offensive side and keep improving on defense. As long as you can score, defense can stop them. If they don't score, we win.
Hey, good job tonight, Trenton. Really appreciate the time, and go celebrate with the team now after a big win in the rain.
Thank you very much.
Very good. As our post-game show, Enbridge Energy players of the game, and are also going to go there as we'll have Coach join us in just a moment. Our stars of the game from the Linfors Agency, from I'm reading the wrong thing here, from American Federal Bank in Ada, and from Insurance Brokers of America, Darren Ramey, a couple of our stars of the game as well. Let's go down to the field for more of our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. As Leif Bakken is down on the field with more of the post-game report. He's got post-game coaches' comments. Paul Tingham is the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, and Leaf's got the coach after a victory on the road, staying unbeaten on the season.
Coach, you remain undefeated, so that's a plus. You played in the rain more than you wanted to as it lets up as we get done with the game, but a strong showing and a tough team to come play at East Grand Forks.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be one really tough game. They're very fast, very physical, athletic kids, good football team, well coached. Now it stops raining, my goodness, which, that didn't help either team, honestly. Both teams want to throw more than they did, so, I don't know, is what it is, I guess. But luckily we won the turnover battle. That was huge because second half they just shut us down, our offense. We did not do much second half. Defense kept coming through and making big plays. Against a team that's got so many big plays this year, we only gave up 2 big plays the whole game, so one for a touchdown and one for a long run. But defense played great tonight. Offense opportunistic in the first half. Second half, offense has got to get better. We did not play well the second half, so we got the win though. That's what matters.
Well, and I was just saying to Kritzberger that defense stepped up and made it big for you guys tonight. I mean, defense made a lot of big stops. They let the one go, but otherwise you guys held them at bay, and that's big for the Cougar defense.
Yeah, I mean, the old saying, defense wins championships, is true. If you don't let the other team score very much, you have a good chance to win the game. And we gave up 1 touchdown to a team that's averaging, I'm not sure, a lot of points. So they're averaging probably 40-some points a game, I think it is. So great job by the whole defense up front. The D-backs didn't get beat on any deep passes, and these guys have hit a lot of deep passes this year. Linebackers played great. Just overall great team effort on defense. And we were lucky to come out of here with the win, that's for sure.
I was asking Sip this. What's your thoughts on, you had Mahnomen-Waban last week, undefeated team. You take that away from them, and then you come up to this week. What's the difference between these 2 games and these 2 tough teams?
They're both 2 of the more physical teams in the state in Class A for sure. Defensively, they're both very tough. The difference in the 2 teams, I think, is the style of offense they run. Mahnomen-Waban's gonna, run their option and their veer down your throat over and over and over and try to make you stop it. And if you can stop it, great. But if you can't stop it, which is hard to do, just going to keep running at you. These guys, they have a gap in the backfield. He's a heck of a running back. He's hard to tackle. They got some great receivers, great quarterback, and their line is, let me tell you what, Polk County West line is underrated. Those guys are good. So, the difference between those two teams is just the numbers in their jersey, because they're both great teams. And we were just lucky to come out with 2 wins against 2 great teams in back-to-back weeks, honestly.
Last question for you is, what do you have to do to improve for next week and go to the next game?
We just got to watch a little film, get a little bit better, and some things we made mistakes on, and then watch Pine River Backus film and game plan for them. And, coming in tonight, they were 3-1, and their only loss was to New York Mills, who's undefeated, in a fairly close game. So I don't know what they did tonight, but I'm expecting they'll probably be 4-1 when we head over there. So it'll be our 3rd team in a row that's a very, very good team. It's gonna be on the road. So it doesn't. You can say it over and over, but it doesn't really get much easier next week. I don't think it gets any easier. You got another really good team we got to go against. It's big and athletic. So they kind of mirror Polk County West a little offensively. They can run the ball, pass the ball both. So, we'll try to fix our mistakes and get better and put a game plan against them. And hopefully we can go over there and hopefully pull out another win.
Well, Coach, I'll let you go get a towel and dry off, because I know I'm going to do the same. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Kevin, there you have it. Coach Tingham just kind of laying it out there and what needs to happen, and we'll have to see how they handle next week. But he remains undefeated, as do the Ada-Borup-West Cougars.
Thank you very much, Leaf. Yes, the Cougars, 12-7 winners over the Polk County West Thunder here today. Both teams were coming into the game unbeaten, and in the end, the victory goes the way of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Cougars win it, final score of 12-7 here this evening on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, as we had our stars of the game mentioned from Darren Ramey Agency and American Federal Bank. Sam Gapp going to be a star of the game for the Polk County West Thunder with 20 carries on the day, 176 yards and a touchdown. He had a couple of big runs, and that was huge. They ran for a total of 225 yards offensively for Polk County West, most of that coming in the second half. For Ada-Borup-West, we go with Sip, we go with Kritzberger, Bo Fetting. 26 carries, 128 yards and a touchdown, plus a pass for 21 yards in the ball game as well. Stars of the game here today from American Federal Bank and Darren Ramey Agency, Insurance Brokers of America. I get a chance to see some of the players here out on the field watching the post-game roll-off here this evening. On your Home Crown Realty post-game report, stick around. More to come from East Grand Forks as the Cougars remain unbeaten as mentioned. That final score 12-7 over Polk County West.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Ada-Borup-West, a 12-7 win over the Polk County West Thunder. Home Crown Realty post-game report continues here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Leaf Bakken with you. Leaf, you made it to the booth.
I did. It's dry up here. Did you know that?
It is. Hey, these two teams in the same section. This could be another matchup again later on in the season. It was a heck of a football game, though. Enjoyable.
And I think it would be different if it was dry, and it's going to be different if it was, if let's just say, I'm going to throw it into the universe that this is hosted at Ada-Borup-West. This game looks different.
Yeah, or if it's inside the Fargo Dome. That's also a possibility.
Also looks different there.
It sure does. Subway Sub of the Game coming to you from Subway and Ada, where you can always eat fresh. Subway Ada. They've got a lot of great options for you to enjoy at Subway and Ada. Why don't you stop on in and swing into Subway today? Subway Ada. Eat fresh with our Super Sub of the Game here tonight. And, in the ball game, there wasn't a ton of ins and outs. There wasn't a lot of rotationals here tonight. I thought both teams did a fair amount of just keeping your guys out there and play. There was a little bit of ins and outs, but nothing to get too worked up about here tonight. I think if you're going to look at someone who maybe did a few things out there, on the special teams wise, maybe. Gosh, I'm just trying to think here of who our supers. I thought maybe it would just be something that would pop up quick here to me, but it just hasn't. 2-minute commercial break. I still didn't figure out who my sub's going to be. You got to love it, Leaf. You're trying to think now, too, but you don't have the rosters because it's wet.
Because I left them over there. Well, my thought here, Kevin, is I know you already named him a star from earlier, and we talked with him, but Sip had to step in there at the end, and so not a huge impact.
At center.
And had to be a substitute in that spot. But there's a few other guys who did step on that made a big couple of plays and made it work out.
Paik Leeseth would be one we could maybe go with. I don't know if Sip's a name, but I think let's go with Paik Leeseth because he did make a couple of big fourth quarter plays, and we'll go Paik Leeseth as our super sub. He will be receiving a free 6-inch sandwich courtesy of Subway and Ada, where you can always eat fresh. Paik Leeseth of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. So that is our Super Sub of the Game presentation, part of our post-game report. Let's talk about RDK Enterprises. PlanterDoc.com in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. RDK Enterprises. Precision. Play of the game?
The precision play of the game.
The interception by Bo Fetting to seal the deal, right?
I think so. I think that you can't go wrong with calling that the precision play because otherwise we would have saw the Thunder grab that one and have very good field position. If not, slip away in the wet conditions and it turn into a touchdown. So I think that's a very big one.
Precision player of the game. Precision play of the game from RDK Enterprises. 701-636-2119. PlanterDoc.com. Hillsboro, Drayton, RDK Enterprises. Wishing you a safe and successful harvest. And then let's talk after that because you're going to need those planters to be worked on. Get ready for next spring. Let's talk in our post-game report from Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. I got to get this going right here. Halstead Telephone Company in our post-game connection here this evening. In Halstead Telephone Company, they are how to connect. In fact, actually, I think I can go like this. Look at it. There it goes. Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. Of course, partnering up with YourLiveEvent.com, serving the area, including East Grand Forks. And Halstead Telephone Company, they are how to connect. Well, let's talk about it. Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. I think the overall game for Polk County West, I thought the connection in this game, win, lose, draw, how it all worked out, the connection really comes back to the miscues. And you look at penalties, you look at turnovers. That's going to be right there, and Coach Becklin talked about that as a connection in this one. You can try to blame it on all kinds of things. We try to blame it on the rain. I mean, we try to do all of that stuff, but I think just penalties, turnovers, you can't have that many, can't do it that many times and feel you can be successful, yet they still almost pulled off the victory here in the second half.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a sense, the disconnect, I guess, of it for the Thunder, really, because like you mentioned, the fumbles, the penalties, and then not being able to find that rhythm. And that was the thing that Ada-Borup-West had over their opponents, is they were able to find somewhat of a rhythm, especially in the first half. The second half, nothing. They got shut down. But that's going to be key, is being able to find your footing and go with it.
There's your post-game connection from Halstead Telephone Company, halsteadtel.com. They are how to connect. Let's see. I think we've about covered all the bases here. I do think we should maybe talk about our Visser trenching player in the trenches. And both lines, and both offensively and defensively, it was a blast here tonight. They were playing tough. Bam, boom, bang.
I mean,
lots of hits.
If I had to say anything, we talked about it all night. People are tired of me talking about it.
Yeah, they are.
But that defensive line of the Thunder, Hart, Brundon, excuse me.
Yep.
Those guys, wow. Just wow. And we even heard Coach Tingham acknowledge that. They're underrated, and they did a great job tonight. So it was just a fun one to watch. Like you said, both sides of the ball for both defense and offensive lines for these two teams. Just wow. Great job tonight.
And digging in the trenches, the guys at Visser Trenching of Ada, as they salute those in the trenches here tonight. Coming to you in our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com, broadcasting from the Thrivent Financial Radio and Broadcast booth high atop the high school football field here in East Grand Forks, where East Grand Forks Green Wave call home. Polk County West plays 2 home games a year here as well, part of the co-op with Climax Fisher and Sacred Heart. Laura Tweeten, Thrivent Financial representative in both Ada and Ulen. You can give her a call for 218-596-8228. If you're looking for retirement plans, setting up annuities, it's Laura Tweeten, Thrivent representative. Final statistics going to be brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North, Fertile, Minnesota, ChristianMotors.com. Chevy and GMC. You talk about new vehicles, you can get one ordered. You check out their lot for new on the lot as well. You talk about great selection of used. Do yourself a favor. Shop at Christian Motors, ChristianMotors.com. Got it, Leaf?
Got it.
Let's talk statistics for you. And these are interesting because they are numbers.
Numbers. Well, I'm a broadcaster, so numbers scare me.
Polk County West, 1 for 7 through the air was Isaac Zavarol, 3 yards and an interception passing. Sam Gap threw the 1 pass for an 18-yard completion, 21 passing yards in the game. It was Sam Gap rushing the ball 20 times, 176 yards, and a touchdown.
Wow.
Kaven Rorick rushed twice for 2 yards. Rushed just once for 2 yards. It was Mike Gap with 4 carries, 21 yards. Isaac Zavarol had a carry for 3. And it was Cullen Rorick, 1 carry for 2 yards. 204 rushing, 21 passing, 225 yards of offense. 7 penalties for 70 yards. So you take that all off of that total.
Mm-hmm.
7 first downs for Polk County West in the game. 6 turnovers. 5 fumbles and an interception. They did take 1 away from the Cougars.
That they did. And, comes again down to those penalties.
Yep.
And again in that second half, if you had more time, I think we would have saw a little more damage from the Thunder. But we're only given 12 minutes a quarter.
That is true. Because those are numbers. Time, clock. For the, double checking here on my sheets. The Polk County West Thunder will drop now with the loss to 4-1. That's the first loss of the season for the team coming in ranked number 5 in Class A football, an unbeaten record coming into the contest. The Thunder are next in action. They will, there we go, now we got it. Here it is. They will be back in action when they are traveling to Lake Park Audubon next Friday night, taking on the Raiders, who were in Wadena, taking on Wadena Deer Creek here tonight. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars here this evening, statistics. Again, Coach said, offensively didn't do much in the second half. He's right.
Right.
50 yards of offense in the second half. Not much. Aiden Markison, 4 of 5 through the air, 31 yards. Bo Fetting, 1 for 1 through the air, and a 21-yard pass to Aiden Markison. It was Bo Fetting on the ground, 26 carries, 128 rushing yards, and a score. Ollie Kritzberger had 7 carries for 19 yards. Aiden Markison, 12 carries, 10 to the negative. Now, most of the 6 kneel downs. That happens. Couple of sacks or scrambling losses. Trenton Sipp carried it once for a yard. And Aiden Markison did have a touchdown, by the way, rushing.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yep, I did. Yep. Thank you. And Cameron Spaeth, 2 carries for a negative 11. One of those on a punt scenario there where he tried to create something out of nothing.
Right.
It wasn't ideal from that standpoint. It was Cameron Spaeth a catch for 2 yards. It was Lance Kritzberger a catch for 20 yards. Bo Fetting had a catch for 8. Markison had a catch for 21. And Ollie Kritzberger had a catch for 1 yard. 169 yards of offense for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. 52 passing, 117 rushing here tonight. Cougars turned it over just once. It was a fumble. They had, of course, 6 takeaways. 4 penalties, 25 yards, and 11 first downs in the game. They are going to be on the road next week, and we will not be on the road with them, but we do have a crew that will be providing a broadcast for us, as Ada-Borup-West will be at Pine River Bacchus on Friday next week. Coverage will be here on KRJB 106.5 FM. No video stream there, but we will have a crew set to broadcast over in Pine River next week. It's a haul, big drive.
Yeah, that'll be a long one, but it'll be good. It should be a good one. Coach Tingham talked about it, previewed it a little bit, and so he's looking forward to it.
Should be a good football game next week, and it'll be on 106.5 FM KRJB. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make our broadcast possible tonight here with KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com from East Grand Forks High School press box and the football field. Thank you to the sponsors. Without the sponsors, we would not be able to bring you the coverage, so we ask that you please thank our sponsors with your patronage at the very least to tell them thank you. Thanks to Kaylin, the engineer back in the studios of KRJB. She'll have scores on a Friday Night Lights coming up here. Stick around for that. With the post-game continuing here this evening with a nightcap on a Friday night. And thanks to our camera and technical work here tonight for the first time, Liam Larson, an 8th grader at Sacred Heart. Thanks so much, Liam. It was fun to have Liam up here. Did a good job. A lot of great camera angles.
I'm glad that he got to help us out and learn a little bit, and look forward to working with all the folks as we move ahead with Your Live Event and KRJB.
That's right. And thanks to Mr. Blake Karras and everybody from Sacred Heart setting up the setup here. We greatly appreciate it. It was a lot of fun and always great hosts. Great to be involved here. Final score on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. It was Ada-Borup-West 12 and Polk County West 7. The Cougars move to 5-0. Polk County West drops to 4-1. From East Grand Forks, I'm Kevin Kochman, along with my broadcast partner, Leaf Bakken. Great work, Leaf. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend, everybody.